What a finish! What a man!
The drum roll finishes, and the target is hit.
And it comes on finals night, and it's a knockout.
Dirty Harrison! Van Velzen!
Good afternoon, welcome along to a very special day of darts here on the Modus Super Series channel on Pluto TV. It is the first ever International Darts School League Finals, where we have 16 players from 11 nations all coming together here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth to do battle to be the first ever to get their hands on that trophy. What a day of darts ahead, a double session. At the end of it, somebody will be crowned the International Darts Schools League champion. And this is it, live and free of course on Pluto TV. The players have qualified through their national competitions and they all come together in this global hub of darts that is the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. Watch every dart today on the Modus Super Series Darts channel. Hi there, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for a bonus couple of sessions of darts. It's the morning after the night before. Champions Night, of course, here at the Live Lounge yesterday. Won by a 20-year-old. Now, you might say that he's a kid, but we're going to go even younger today and look at the rising stars of the future. And I have to say, a lot of it is all thanks to the man who's alongside me in the studio, Devon Peterson, the founder of the IDSL. This is something you've been working towards for a long time. How pleased are you to see this coming together today?
I think in the beginning, when you start kind of having the ideas and just putting the pathway together and just mapping it out, I mean, with Dartboard Math being the start, creating the graduation program, which is the IDSL, and then showcasing the pinnacle event, which is the championship finals that we're having here at the very prestigious Modus Live Lounge. It's phenomenal. It's understanding that you can go from thought to idea to execution, and you need partners with that. And I'm so glad that we have Modus Super Series as part of that.
And maybe quite fitting that some of them were here last night to watch Charlie Manby as a 20-year-old pick up the Modus Super Series title, because it wasn't that long ago that he was carving out his career in youth darts, and what a fantastic performance from him last night.
And I think that is exactly why the sport is so timeless and ageless, is simply because last night he played some phenomenal darts, and just knowing that his age, being 20 years old, a lot of them will look up to him, and some of them are 18 as well, so it's 2 years away from what potentially could be their future as well. And they put carving their way in a sport that is now becoming a lot more youthful, a lot more popular amongst the young players, and there's a lot of time now. So not investing time in PlayStation and Xbox, but more time on the hockey, and means that you can reap the rewards very quickly.
Absolutely. Let's introduce you to the players then that are going to be playing today, and it's going to be a round-robin group format this afternoon. Now, we're actually, for the first time live on the Modus Super Series channel, going to be playing darts on the outside boards in the arena, plus one group on the stage. That will be Group 4, so we'll come to that at the end. But Group 1, Luca Schutalo, Theo Vaughan, Sene Ertz, Kyle Davidson. I'm trying with the pronunciations, Devon, bear with me. Group 2, Gavin Murphy, I can certainly get that one. Zsolt Scheibroek, Jaden Walker, who people will have seen at the Influencers event here before. He's probably going to be favourite to win the tournament. And Daniel Alders. Jakob Skovgaard in Group 3 with Kenji Steinbach, Lennart van der Beek and Ayavia Chakani. And Group 4, that's going to be on the stage. And I know, Devon, you're excited about this one. Two South Africans are going to open proceedings today. Caleb Cockrell and Kazimla Kala with Callum Smith and Balash Sortak completing that group.
I mean, looking at that group and just looking at the international players there, when we done the draw and the South Africans played in the same group, in my head, you couldn't have hoped for a better draw. Number one is because the potential of one of them going through is fantastic. But I also look at all of the other nations coming together. You have Kenji, you have Jakob, you have all of these players that I've seen multiple times on the WDF. And even when you look at players like Gavin Murphy, I was there when we had the build-up. I think Ireland had the most players, like 176 playing the qualifier across 4 counties. And you kind of understand the importance of this event, because a lot of what they're doing is not only just representing their country, but representing a darting community for the youth as well. And it's phenomenal to see that. I mean, the 16 players turning up. The night before, you always wonder, like, who's not going to turn up? Because they're all traveling and you know it's a commitment. But the sport of darts now has changed the way in which players turn up, how they commit, and just to show that example. And we're forever grateful for that.
Who should the viewers be looking out for? You've seen all these players play before. Who are the ones to watch?
I think Kazim Lakala, he's impressed me. Caleb Cockrell, really great. I've seen him grow up in the sport itself and playing some fantastic stuff. You've got Kenji right there. We know Jaden Walker, phenomenal player. You've got Jakob as well, Skargaard. He's from Denmark. I've played around with him as well. And I want to see what India has as well, out of here, coming from the JDC event that happened over the weekend. You look at a lot of these players. Senna Arts was the first qualifier to come through an IYC event in Austria, where we all launched it all off, and Dietmar leading the way there. So there's a whole host of players there. One player is going to have to win, and it's exactly the same like we had last night, where Charlie Mamby was that player, and one of them is going to have to fill their boots.
Yeah, tonight will be a different setup. Of course, you will have just seen that 3 matches behind have already started. So the stage match is about to get underway as well. Devon's going to go and join her as very special guest in commentary. Played on that stage last night himself. And, of course, is a former World Youth Champion. So very, very fitting that Keegan Brown is here with us today. Good afternoon, Keegan.
And good afternoon to everyone. What an absolutely fantastic day we've got coming here from the Modus Super Series. Of course, a very special first-time event. And look at that, absolutely fantastic. Fantastic to see the youngsters playing this fantastic game we all love to do. Obviously, there's Jaden Walker there. And then the Belgium Scorpios. It's just so good to see, isn't it? These youngsters are, applying their talents here this afternoon. And then hopefully this evening.
Keegan Brown in the building. Former World Youth Champion. Just looking over proceedings here. I think most importantly for me, Keegan, having you next to me, knowing that you've lifted one of the biggest trophies in the world, represented on the Pro Tour as well, and coming through as a youth, obviously performing at every single level, even in a cupboard. You look at what these kids are going through and just carving out. You were one of them back in the day, but the structures and platforms wasn't in place at that time.
No, definitely wasn't. I think we've spoken about this before, where all we had, when I was this age, was youth county darts, and that was about it. And you got one game on the stage a month, best of 3.
125.
And that was it. And you had it for 8 months of the year. So, this is absolutely fantastic to see that. There's so many now different platforms for any youth player
41.
to take up. They could go down one avenue, they could go down to another avenue, but there's just so many now that the choice is now endless.
And we will be bringing you some info
95.
on the other groups as well. So as we see Kazim Lakala versus Caleb Cockrell. This is Cape
57.
Town IDSL versus IDSL in Kabeja, where all of the IDSL started, along with Simon Adams.
100.
Then including Preston, sent a team to represent South Africa back in the day
60.
in the JDC. And then, now we created a pathway for all schools. Caleb Cockrell off to a flyer. do have in Group 1 there is a 1... No, it's 2-1 now to Luca from Germany. Group 2, it's all tied. Gavin Murphy against
123.
Zoltz from Hungary.
134.
And then Jakob Skogard leading Kenji 2-0 so far in Group 3. 1-3-4 for Caleb there. First up, perfect. Kazim Lakala slightly behind, yeah.
94.
Great dartboard mass there from Caleb Cockrell, sitting up after 15. Both of these players
85.
wouldn't have
Caleb,
experienced the
40.
stage like this before, so very new to for Kazimla. He's only been playing 2 years, but top tier talent. Caleb Cockrell now needing double tops. Chasing around, needing double 10 now.
30.
Oh, inside.
Zimla, you require 135.
See in the background there, we have Jimmy van Schie. Will be participating in the lakeside. But thought he'll come
48.
He'll come watch
You require 10.
Kenji.
You know, it's so refreshing to see established players taking their time out from their busy schedules to watch the youngsters here today.
6. Kazimli, you require 87.
Scoring for show, doubles for Doan. He's the bullseye now. Kazim Lakala gets the bullseye, 87 there. Caleb Cockrell missing opportunities on the outer ring. Remember, this is a quick fire. It's a first to 3, best of 5. Keegan, you call that. What did you see that I didn't?
You just know as a dart player, don't you?
97.
You know, when somebody's missed a good couple of chances at doubles, somebody just creeps down consistently, and as soon as he hit the 17, I put the finger straight on the bullseye, and I just got
45.
lucky. That's what I'm going to say.
That's why you get paid the big bucks, Keegan. Last night, Keegan also
80.
performed in the Champions Week finals. Really done well through the group stages. Just one step too far yesterday. We do know that he did have some
140.
complications with the internal after consuming a cheap as chips Chinese, as you called it.
And I can see why now. Yeah, it's just one of the things.
100.
It just, unfortunately, it didn't click. But yeah, I was happy. You know, played really good darts for 5 days, and you know, I can't really grumble.
Perfect time as well, just before Q School, which I'm sure you're going to be attending.
60.
Now, just shedding some light on the game of darts, watching young players play. You look at this now, and you
100.
feel as though this becoming a pinnacle event and the championship event itself. You realize very quickly the growth in the popularity. This now could
45.
become that qualifying that gets you the step to get you to the Modus Super Series, to get you to the other things that you obviously enjoyed in your career.
Yeah, definitely. And this is the thing, where there's so many opportunities, the players now, especially today, is going to use this as the springboard.
51.
You know, this is now the springboard to go to that next journey, like you've just explained there, Dev. But yeah, this, you know, like we said, it's actually just fantastic seeing youngsters playing darts, and
36.
you know, obviously
Seemingly
they're
requires
using the
73.
tablets, but it's actually nice that they're using their tablets in a productive way.
65.
Double 4 needed there, and that would have been an 18 darter there for Kazim Lakala, missing the double 4. Caleb Cockrell has been rumbled after missing
55.
that opportunity. And this is where the
require
maturity
8.
and playing on stage and being thrown in the deep end, in
No
a sense.
score. Caleb, you
Simply
require
because
120.
what his experience there is he's still having almost the hangover of the leg before, and it's now affected his future of his performance.
Yeah, 100%. You know, there's nothing worse as a dart player where
43. Seemingly require
you know you
8.
should be a couple of legs up and you've missed the chances, and
Game shot on the second leg.
it's absolutely
Kazim Lakala.
fantastic there. You know, to go 2-0 but just nothing's phasing him at the moment, is he?
Third leg, it's Caleb to throw
Like a
first.
duck to water. Kenji and Jakob currently now in Group 3. It's all 2-all currently. Most of the games are 2-all.
85.
We've got Gavin Murphy 2-1 behind against Hungary Zoltz. And then Luca
40.
versus Theo is also 2-all. Everybody enjoying a bit of early morning nerves.
100.
This is what, like we said, these platforms nowadays for the youngsters it's just so refreshing to see where
60.
people have now invested time and ideas and have made these events possible. And without your
45.
ideas, Dev, this wouldn't be happening today, would it? Let's be honest.
True, and there's a lot of people. Nicole Alcock as well. As we see, this could be a first max and just missing out
140.
there. Nicole Alcock, partner and the MD as well. She is in the building. Small, powerful lady. Her dad,
100.
George Peterson, as well, helps the kids develop in Cape Town. Also sets up a lot of the dart centers that we've built in South Africa and Cape Town.
121.
We have Simon Adams. Everybody will know Simon. Contributed fantastically well. He's one of the coaches for Kazim Latkala. As well as Preston Brooks. He now leads the IDSL
97.
there, making sure that everything is happening
Does he
in the
require
Kabeja area.
140?
You need to try that Kabeja word for me in 2 seconds as we watch Kazim Latkala try and set up
60. Caleb, you're requiring
40
74.
there. So 74 for Caleb to at least register a leg. Ooh, not too bad, but a slip there. Needs the bullseye.
25.
Oh,
Caleb
Caleb didn't go for the bullseye. Maybe there's something in the air. This could punish. He could be punished here. Not punished by Kazimla.
40. Caleb, you require 49.
49 for Caleb Cockrell to save.
You feel this has to go. Could be a good marker there.
9.
That's unlucky.
Kazim require 40.
Kazim Lakala needs 40 now to make this a 3-0 whitewash. Finds the 5, and you'll know what it feels like
8.
getting that hurdle.
Caleb, you
Every
require
player
40.
experiences it. Whether you're at the top level of the game, introduction level, does not matter.
Game
Double
shot on the
tops
third leg. Caleb
to
Cockrell.
make sure he gets one dart or one leg on the board. He had the opportunity
Fourth leg,
early
it's
on the
Kazimla to throw
same
first.
target,
Game on.
but it never worked for him there. But this leg, he definitely got it. Kazimla also had opportunities.
134.
But because this is the start of the day, right, and the first experience of the stage and all of that, what we're experiencing now is understanding that this
47.
is the beginning of their career. Because after this, darts doesn't feel the same.
No, 100%. And the first time to play on stage and anything,
60.
you do get nervous. And these two are absolutely, they're playing really good. You can't grumble with the way they've played. They're both just shy of 70 averages. And
60.
these are youngsters. These are not middle-aged blokes. These are youngsters, and and that's how well youth darts are going. Youth darts are just in such a
59.
good position at the moment.
Group 3 result there. We've got Jacob Skogard from Denmark beating Kenji 3-2. And then we also have Theo Vaughan from Wales beating
140.
Lucas Sutalo from Germany 3-2 as well. We have a 3-1 there from the Hungarian Zoltz
39.
against Gavin Murphy from Ireland. Next game on the stream will be Callum Smith from Wales and Bala Sotak from Hungary.
45.
Kabeja, come on, have it an attempt.
Cabrera.
I'd love that. I'd give you 7 out of 10 for
7
that,
out of
mate.
60.
Amazing.
It was better than my darts last night. That's what I'm going to say.
Kazim Lakala again rushing to a 149 there. Caleb's going to need to set up. He can leave equal or better.
43.
Does not find a treble. Goes down to the 19. So 149 here for the ton topper, but not going to be the shot. He's going to have to set up.
59.
Steady setup here. After 18 on 90.
One thing I'm impressed with both these players. This is the first time watching these two youngsters. But what
81.
natural throws have they
So
got?
require 90.
It's such a natural throw for both players. Should it be 20 for ball? They're playing mind games.
43. Caleb, you require
Strategy
85.
and strategic positioning. Caleb Cockrell, on the other hand, needs 83 now, so 51 is the target. Does not get it, so Kazim Lakala to round up the match. 3-1 will require 47.
26. Assembly required 47.
Owen Binks on the stage. Needs double 12 now. Under
35.
wire. On the wire there.
Maybe required
59 to take us all the way.
So we'll be looking at 9-10. Might go 52, so it could be 12 or 28. So it's double 16 to make it 2 apiece.
43. Assembly require 12.
So there's 2 6s to wrap up the match with a 3-1 win, and
Shana
does so.
Kasim Lakala.
Kazim Lakala running out the South African derby. IDSL Quebec versus IDSL Cape Town. Africa, one nation. It's the first time they actually realized that there was water on the stage. Kazim Lakala done really well there. 3-1-66. Check-up percentage, 30%. Caleb Cockrell missing a few opportunities there. But next up, we'll have Caleb Smith versus Balas Sogtak from Hungary.
Are you ready to lift that trophy, Darius? Yes. Let's do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series 9 champion is Lucky D, Darius Labanowski!
Well, what a wonderful night of darts we have seen, and we are ready. Our champion is ready, and it's trophy time. So receive the trophy. £25,000.
The new Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And one more time, the 8th Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And the new Modus Super Series champion is Andreas Dirty Harrison. And one more time, the 7th Modus Super Series champion. Give it up for Andreas Dirty Harrison.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Would you please show your appreciation for your Series 6 Modus Super Series champion, Scott Taylor?
One more time, your new Modus Super Series champion. He is Chucky. He is Jim McEwen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series champion, retaining his title, the Nuke, Luke Littler!
Welcome back to the International Darts School League Finals, brought to you live on Pluto TV. There you see Jaden Walker playing on one of the outside boards. He is much fancied for this tournament. And we have got 16 players battling it out across 4 groups, one of them on the stage, and we saw a brilliant South African derby to kick off proceedings in the opening match. And next game features the other two players in Group 4, Callum Smith taking on Balázs Sortak, and talking you through it is the former World Youth Champion Keegan Brown and the founder of the IDSL, Devon Peterson.
Thank you, Murph. What a opening game. Kazim Lakala taking that 3-1. Caleb Cockrell missing opportunities. First opportunity for them to play in such a prestigious venue. Yesterday we seen Charlie Mamby lift the trophy and £25,000. And many of them were in attendance to see that what their future could look like. And today it's their opportunity to battle it out. We've seen Kazim Lakala come through there 3-1. And on the outer boards, Jaden Walker has made his presence felt. Shot out the blocks. First game, 100 average. So far leading 2-0 against Danny Alders, Netherlands. But this game, yeah, Jaden Walker, a fantastic, everybody will know him. One of the future talents. Also a talent today. His mom and dad in prison, sitting in the background watching. The design of today is quite different.
First leg, it's Callum to throw
Three
first.
outer boards.
Game on.
And one stage board. Now we have Callum from Wales. His favourite player is,
60.
you guessed it, it's not Johnny Clayton, it's Gerwin Price.
See, I would have gone with Barry Bates, but that's just me.
100.
It's how the times have changed, my brother. Back in the day, Champagne Barry. Hope he's doing well. And now, a lot of the youth
100.
players look up to Luke Littler. He's only been around 2 years, but already topping the table
58.
in the PDC Order of Merit #1. Funny enough, Luke Littler was on the exact stage.
140.
Callum Smith now really turning on the heat.
And he is that, isn't he?
60.
You know what? Absolutely fantastic standard to this first leg, and that's the thing. It's the
85.
first leg. Obviously, in Group 2, Jaden Walker,
59.
he's picked up his
Callum, you're
first win of the day
116.
with a 3-0 victory with a, you know, quite a consistent 72 average. So he knows the game's there, and, you know, all going to be going there for the right direction, you know, hopefully for this evening.
60.
We've got 4 groups, 2 winners, or #1 and #2 ranked in the group will go through and play the knockout final that starts at
60.
6 o'clock.
And
We'll have the quarterfinals
56.
starting at 6 o'clock tonight.
So it's one dart at double tops.
No score. Balázs, you require
It's all right.
164.
It's all right, Callum. I did that this week, going for 52 and hit 60. So I know how you feel.
57. Callum,
Everybody
you require
does the
56.
same mistakes in the sport itself. Needs the double tops now. It's the law of Laura.
21.
Hasn't worked
Balázs,
this
you
time.
require 107.
107 for the first ton topper on stream. Still waiting for it.
47.
47 sets him
Callum,
up
you
on
require
60. So
35.
35 year for Callum. He's missed a few darts at the shot already. Now needs #8. Ooh.
31.
For many of these
Balázs, you
players,
require 60.
big task to play on the stage right now.
100%. You know, that not a lot of youngsters would have never been played on the stage before today. And,
40.
you know, we say some
Callum, you
people,
require
you know,
4.
they go straight into the deep end, and they have, haven't they? Let's be honest. They've gone straight out in the 9-foot deep swimming pool.
#2 now, last dart in hand.
score.
Does not find it.
Balázs, you require 20.
Looks like it could be a good marker. Surely, kiss off the barrel.
10. Callum, you require 4.
Needs to land it. It feels like he wants to land
2.
it. Get that first leg.
Balázs, you require 10.
Get that nerve shaken off. It's like when you come to a big event. Split.
No score. Callum, you require 2.
Both players now challenged on the outer ring. Seen it happen to multiple players.
No score.
No score there.
Rounds
So
required,
you feel
10.
as though Balash here, with an approach, well, he split it again. It looks like he's going to go direct for it.
Okay,
He
from the
goes
first
direct.
leg.
And
Balaz
that's the
Zotek.
best route most times. Finds the double 5 to settle it.
Second leg, it's Balaz to throw first. Game on.
Adavir from India against Leonard from Belgium. Behind
83.
one leg. Current score is 2-1. We do have...
85.
We just got news from the ground. Jaden Walker checking out 156 in his 3-0 victory against
100.
Daniel Elders, and that's so far the highest checkout for the day. Center Arts are leading Kyle
85.
Davis. When you've played, do you
58.
remember your first game on stage?
Yeah, I do actually. It was, I think I was 13, and I played a male county darts match at 13, and yeah, I was bricking it.
Adult?
Yeah, adult at 13.
Right.
Yeah, I was absolutely bricking it, I'm not going to lie, and yeah, and it was 20 years ago in January, so it just proves that darts, it's a marathon and it's not a sprint, and I think that's what a lot of the
45.
youngsters will have to learn about the game. You know, you have highs, you have lows, and it's how you deal with it in between.
And then a lot of them would have, obviously, they would have watched,
140.
as we see Balash there getting a 140 to set him up on the 4-6. Callum Smith here needing
28.
to still
Those
find
records,
his feet
46.
on that stage and settle. Double 16 last start.
14.
Oh, just on the
Army
outside,
record
currently
158.
settling the better of the two. When you played it as well, what was the feeling the night before? We might see a big... Oh, another ton-plus checkout on the
84.
ground.
Balance required,
126
32.
from Kyle Davidson from Scotland. Tons are coming in. They are settling. Can Balash settle here?
28.
Does
Balance
not find
required,
great camera
74.
angle there from the team.
So 74, 42 for 32. Should be a good marker, just to kiss it.
42. Balance required 4.
Double 2 now to go 2-0 up.
Game from the
2-0
second
it
leg.
is.
Balaz Zotek.
Balash Zotek, the
So that
last
gives Callum to throw
qualifier
first.
for
Game
this event. Played in Malta a couple of days ago as well. I came
44.
across really enjoying it. It looks like
58.
he looks at his dart. There was another player that played on the Modus Super Series where he looks at the arc of the dart. Very peculiar
60.
kind of.
$58.
You were telling me about when you were, the night before, you came and you knew you were going to
44.
play on stage. What was that like?
Well, for most of the day, I wasn't really thinking about it because I was at school. So that killed
96.
the time off until about 4 o'clock. And then, yeah, the next 18 hours, then I was like, oh, and it was just getting deadline, come
45.
to deadline. And I thought, oh, here we go. And then I think I might have been drawn 11th. And yeah, being drawn 11th meant I was going to be on at 5 o'clock. So the wait just kept on getting longer and longer. But yeah, I think I lost 3-1 with at the time I thought it was brilliant. I lost with a 19 average, you know, and I thought, oh, that's super. And then yeah, let's just
85.
you know dust it
Balance
off
required,
and go again,
155.
sort of thing.
Since then, that first stage, you graced countless stages,
59.
many victories, and also lifted the coveted PDC World Youth Champion trophy.
81.
Career has
Balance
been
required, 96.
stellar so far. We see here this 96 coming through. Needs a 16 now. Oh, gets it on the
Balance
outside.
142.
No harm though. Callum Smith would love to register a ton plus checkout and get a leg on the board. But it's not to be.
Allows you require 24.
So it's 2 12s for the match for a 3-0 win. You know, sometimes it's going to be the marker. Ah, it's unfortunate.
Callum, you require 100.
So it should be looking at the 60 first start. Might go tops top, so he could stay there. Ah, that's unlucky. That's a really unlucky dart. Not to go in the treble 28.
60. Allows you require 24.
So it's 2 12s.
Callum, you require 40.
You know, it's like we always say, you know, if it's the Modus Super Series or it's the IDSL Championship Finals, if you're going to win, win big. If you're going to lose, lose with a tighter gap.
That is the strategy
20.
implemented by many
Allows you require
successful players. Or just don't lose at all. As simple as. But double six
Balaz Zotek.
for Balaz Zotek. 3-0 there. Callum Smith, unfortunately, unable to register a leg. What a game so far on the floor itself. Multiple games going on. Great results. 1-5. 10 plus checkouts there for Jaden Walker as well as Kyle Davids. We will be right back with more live action from the IDSL Championship Finals.
Charlie require 164. 44. 32. Charlie require 120.
Well, 120. He's got a fair, at least 2 handfuls at this. Just needs to stay
60.
there. That's a good shot. Halves his score. Leaves himself on a 2-darter.
$26. Charlie
Time on his
require
side
60.
to become back-to-back singles champion.
$40.
Definitely a couple of nerves in those last 2 darts. But he'll be coming back.
It's a moment he's been in before this situation. Standing at the back of the stage,
Charlie
approaching the
require
hockey with a
20.
chance to win the title.
He did this to win the first title, if you remember.
11.
I think he's gone.
Georgia
I think
require
he's gone to
180.
bust it, maybe. The first title he won, he wanted 20. He went 6-7-7 to win it. He had a chance to replicate it again.
Yeah, I get the feeling that was for a bust, and
39.
on that situation there, George
require
Gay wasn't even
9.
able to take it out going to the 18s on that switch.
Yeah, I think he just panicked a bit, but he's done well to get that big one.
Sometimes can be the hardest part.
Georgia requires
This is it.
79.
It's got to be 19s. It's got to be 19s for this shot. Big 20 and a double. He's got the first one. He's going to get a match dart here.
$59. Charlie
Threw the entire
require
body into that
8.
one. Just didn't want to let go of the dart.
No score.
He's given George a chance.
Georgia require 20.
I think George has been quite good on double 10 today.
So many opportunities for Charlie Murphy.
Go!
Couldn't get the job
Yes!
done.
Got out the match! And the Red Dragon
George
Modus
Skate.
Super Series Influencers Champion, George Skate!
Welcome back to the International Darts School League Championship Finals here on the Modus Super Series channel on Pluto TV. Just to bring you up to date with some of the results from around the boards, the first matches were all completed as follows. Theo Vaughan with a 3-2 win against Luca Sotalo. Jolt Scheibrook, he got the victory over Gavin Murphy. Kenny Steinbach beaten 3-2 by Jakob Skovgaard, and as you saw on the stage game in the first match, Caleb Cockrell beaten by Kazimla Kala, who is going to play again his next match now. And he's going to take on Balash Shortak, who, of course, you just saw get the victory over Callum Smith before the break. We will keep bringing you results as they come through. Don't forget to join us again as well at 6 p.m. tonight for the final stage, as all matches will be played on stage, quarters, semis, and final. Jaden Walker may be the man to beat. 156 checkout earlier on from that young sensation. Some superb stuff from him. Some superb stuff from all the kids involved today. And Devon Peterson and Keegan Brown, I'm sure, will agree that the future is certainly bright.
Bright indeed. We do have our Ray-Ban sunglasses on watching. It's great to see the talent on show. Kazim Lakala won his first match, and Balash Shortak as well. So this would be a battle between two champions. Both players know what it feels like to win. You'll expect them to settle after that first game, the first round. Keegan, when you watch these players earlier, and you were saying that you're just impressed by their composure. What do you expect in the second game now that they are settled?
57.
Well, it's a weird one because there was a little difference between the averages of both these players, but
44.
I think now they'd be more relaxed. They know what to expect from the cameras. They know what to expect now from the lights, and it's just them little small
44.
factors where having all the beaming bright lights on you. This is the first time they've ever played in this sort of situation,
60.
and that and the cameras, and it's just brilliant for the youth players to experience it, isn't it?
91.
Kazim Lakala. And the one thing that you do know or noticed, because you made a major point on this, is the way in which they throw the techniques. You're just watching it, and the fluency. You just know that it's
45.
always going to be a work in progress, but the foundation and the fundamentals that they have already in place just gives them that much opportunity to succeed.
Yeah, 100%. And it's all natural. There's no sort of moving of the arm too much, moving the wrist. And, that's where throws can go wrong very quickly.
56.
But, all four players in Group 4, the throws, it's silk. That's what I'm going to say. It's like silk.
81.
It's a coach's dream. You feel as though
80.
Balash, being the more experienced of the group itself, has got about plus 30 titles, which means that he's been in these positions before. And I mean, certainly some of the titles he has been probably the more experienced, but playing against a player that you haven't
76.
played against or know what they're capable of, it's a very different feel.
Yeah, it's going in sort of blind, isn't it, as such, but
no score.
So lucky to bust
Allows
that.
you requiring
But yeah,
52.
sometimes it's like when you get new tour card holders, you play them, you're thinking, we don't know what we're expecting. And it's that sort of same
shot on the
mentality
Thursday,
where you just
Balash
think, do you know
Shortak.
what? Just keep beating them. That's what you have to do. Like
Second
you
leg,
said earlier,
Kazim
just
Russell
keep
through
winning.
first. Game on.
Jaden Walker versus Gavin Murphy in picture there, and Jaden currently leading 1-0, averaging 88.
134.
Murphy, a young top-tier talent coming all the way from Ireland, won the qualifier, came through a group of players, 179 players all across Ireland competed for this spot. Could this be the first maximum?
125.
Kazim Lakala, closest so far. Silky smooth Kazimla, love the action.
58.
Great check out there from Balash as well. just moving to the side early on. Look at some of the others.
60.
Senna Arts versus Luca from Germany. It's 1-1. Leonard versus Jacob, currently
43.
leading there. Leonard from Belgium won his opening game 3-1. Currently leading.
100.
Looking for an opportunity to book himself a spot. And a solid average game that as well in Group 3.
59.
82
Team
for
require
Jacob
82.
and 75 for Leonard.
Is he going to go for the ball? Or is he going to set it up? Oh, that's
57.
unlucky. That's a great attempt there. I don't know about you, Dev, but today it feels like it's a mixture of two dart competitions, isn't it? You
71.
It feels like
Team
the
require
Grand
25.
Slam and the UK Open. All in one area. You've got group play, you've got the multiple boards going on. What else do you want to be
on the
not
second
to be
area,
watching on a
Kazima
Sunday
Khan.
afternoon?
Correct. And because it's the
Feel like it's
future,
balanced
so
through
one of these
first.
talents
Game on.
here potentially could be, or some of these talents we would see in the future on the grandest stages of them all, as Gavin Murphy
96.
now levels the score 1-all on Group 2 against Jaden Walker. That's a battle there.
42. $58.
Kazim Lakala now needing to settle. Find the scoring power.
57.
Bala Shotak, yeah. Feel as though Kazimla winning another game will give him almost a 1 foot into the finals
27.
tonight. Top 2 goes through.
41.
41 the score. Devin Murphy in Group 2 now, leading Jaden Walker 2-1.
48.
The favorite for the tournament. The floor tournament is slightly
60.
different, though, to the stage. When you play, and you would experience that as well as playing on the Pro Tour and obviously WDF circuit and just anywhere else. On the floor, it's almost
60.
boneyard-esque, like everybody's just battling out. There's no lights or anything else, so there's no nerves when you're
44.
playing on the floor, simply, so everybody plays with freedom.
Yeah, you do, and that couldn't be such a true statement. And I think the interesting thing tonight is how's
100.
Group 1, 2, and 3 going to cope straight in the quarterfinals, not playing on the stage beforehand?
100.
That's
Guys, you
also
require
a
112.
factor. And if we didn't have, this tournament now, there's a million plates spinning, loads of cameras,
72.
just lights
Team
everywhere,
require
scoring.
157.
Got Owen Biggs in the background as well. It's going to be very different because there's going to be walk-ons, all the fully focused.
97.
What a setup there from Kazim Lakala as well. Double tops now for Balash. You'll feel as though this would be a big, big win for him now. And that leg there, important with the first bump. Pressure there from Kazim Lakala.
4 against Kazim Letatori first. Game on.
Luca now against Senna Arts. It's 2-all.
That's a fantastic 100 there, especially in their last leg. You know, Dev, them treble 20s in the last leg are worth £1 million.
You just want to make sure that you get a ton at a time. Steady there from Luca, coming all the way from Belgium.
60.
Was hosted at the Madhouse. What
What a great 139 there.
Senna Arts was the first qualifier in the IYC
29.
for the IDSL, and that was hosted in Austria by Dietmar Schumann and the Austrian Darts Federation. Fantastic event. So Senna had to wait nearly a year to get to this.
41.
And he's certainly wanting to make sure that he gets his way to the stage so he can strut his stuff. And he's very close now, 38, but this
98.
one's 60.
Just outside. You think it chance at double 19
60.
to break in 16 in the last leg. That shows you bottle, doesn't it, right there? And he's done it in 2 darts. Massive win there.
44.
An absolutely fantastic last leg from both players there.
Back to the live action here on the stage. Kazim Lakala now
60.
finding the opportunity to score steadily and take us all the way.
45.
You feel as though whoever wins this game has 1 foot into the finals tonight so far.
22.
Still a bit more to do.
And I think this is the part of the game where, you know, the youngsters wouldn't have developed this skill of just relaxing at the right
45.
time. Because it's like anything. If you tense up and you're thinking about it, all of a sudden, you don't get the fluency. But, you know, you don't get the fluency with the throw when it can turn nasty. And
140.
look at that, you know, hitting 22 and then backing up with 140. That's quality darts.
He's matured in 2 seconds, basically. Understanding what is
99.
needed. But very
58.
true, and it's all about development. Double tops needed, and that's a 2-darter. 190-18, 5 darts, so 2-all. Pretty much a shootout now for that final spot here. Jaden Walker and Gavin Murphy, 2-all. Both players averaging 70.
So 171. Absolutely fantastic darts there. That is pressure. 171 to leave 148 after 9. That's
40.
Gavin Murphy now could fill it up with a max.
Oh, that's
a
just
140, and this is top tier talent for 2 young individuals. Ooh. That looked very close.
45.
That looked very close. And at 171, what pressure can he put him? Jaden under on a 79. Needs to find the treble.
60.
So it's a ton. Level pegging. So it's double top for Jaden.
100.
And he takes it out.
That's it, and it is 3-2 to Jaden Walker. Gavin Murphy now had 2 losses to his name so far. Kazim Lakala, yeah, in the driving seat with that ton, with that 140. 76 now. I said Kazim Lakala has probably the least amount of experience, but the raw talent, the silky smooth throw, that has stand him in good stead. He's going to go 16. He's thinking about it. Needs the double tops now for a 3-2 victory for Kazim Lakala. Finds the double tops with a step. Kazim Lakala comes from behind there. And what a victory. He does not know what to do with himself. The energy, exhilarating. What a finish. A 3-dart checkout there, 76-3-2. Kazim Lakala currently unbeaten and a high average of 73.45. Checkout percentage of 75%. Unlucky Bala Shotak. Next up, we will have Callum Smith versus Caleb Cockrell.
The youngsters are playing some fantastic stuff at this International Darts School League Finals, and that's Kyle Davidson of Scotland. Now, right here, he is seen taking out a fabulous 126 checkout on the bullseye. Wonderful stuff from him, going on to win the match in Group 1. Fantastic display from the young Scot there. We've seen some brilliant stuff elsewhere as well. The end of that game you saw between Jaden Walker and Gavin Murphy, absolutely superb. Walker in a 171 setup shot in that here. 156 checkout earlier. There's Davidson in action again now. The players enjoying this setup. It reminds you of the old UK Open, doesn't it? Matches on the floor and a match on the main stage. And on the main stage right now, we have this meeting between Caleb Cockrell
to throw first. Game on.
and his opponent, Callum Smith. And guiding you through the action is Devon Peterson and Keegan Brown.
Well, thank you there, Chris, and welcome back to the action there.
45.
Caleb and Callum, they've got a lot to live up to now, haven't they, after that last game where, that was absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely the stand was phenomenal, wasn't it? Let's be honest, both players averaging over the 70s and just a good game all round, wasn't it?
I think Simon Adams and Preston Brooks will be sitting there watching the game, probably with some of the other players, Carl Pluch,
59.
and all of the other boys that obviously practiced and prepared Kazim Lakala for that. On his winning legs, you pointed out early on, what was that?
So his winning legs were a total of 55 in total, when
44.
it worked out just over a 27.5 average. And for someone to do that, that's never played on stage, let alone in front of the stage, the lights and the cameras, absolutely fantastic.
If that's your entry level, that's you just know that the layering might have the first max here, and unlucky there for Caleb Cockrell. Kazim Lakala now 1 foot into that quarterfinal, still needs a few legs to secure it, but
40.
You feel as though both players here have an opportunity. But only one, whoever wins, will have the opportunity, because
95.
currently now, Caleb has, that is Nicole Alcock there. She is the MD lady keeping it all together.
100. Caleb, you require 152.
152 now for Caleb Cockrell.
It's a good layup there.
78.
To leave 74.
51.
See, this is the match where both players need a good 3-0 win. To get the W, and more importantly, to get good legs on the board.
Caleb, you require 74.
That's all you need. Caleb had earlier nightmare on the outer ring.
$34.
Sets up
Caleb, you require
34, long
125.
way. 125 here would be the first ton topper. Treble 20 now, double tops for 125. Callum Smith from Wales just misses out. Caleb Cockrell, same target. Different outcome for Caleb. Taking out the double tops. First one laying perfectly. There we have Adivir Chokani from India. Competed in the JDC over the weekend, made his way over here with Divesh as well, and the team of India
85.
is in the house. Certainly looking on and supporting him. But what a finish there from Caleb. How important is that? Like you said, a 3-0 win here for Caleb
41.
will put him into contention, because then he'll have an opportunity to battle it out for that spot against Balash. That will just
100.
give him an advantage.
And I think that's the thing, isn't it? He's going to potentially set up his last match. Look at this.
135.
Unfortunately, another 135 he's going to add to the tally. But his potential last match is winner takes all. And that is, how exciting is that for a youngster?
100.
Wanting it is awful when you play it, don't get me wrong, but it's fantastic, because that's where you have to get into that mentality of just win at all costs.
81.
Doesn't matter, just win.
That's it. There's no need for calculation, permutation, anything. You know, I roll the dice. I have the destiny in my own hands. I don't have to wait for anybody, and that's the perfect way, because then you don't have to wish a poor game on anybody. Currently now in Group 3, Jacob Skogard, 2 games, 2 victories. Kenji he's got 1 loss and potentially now in a position to beat
58.
To beat Arrivier. We also have Kyle Davidson and Theo Vaughan on 1-all. Daniel Aldez currently leading now with a 91 average. He's leading 2-0. In the same group as Jaden Walker and Gavin Murphy.
116.
116 now for Smith. He missed out on the 125 early on for the first ton topper. Might go 16. Now needs double tops again. Target he missed early on, but will he miss it again? Does not make the same mistake twice. First ton topper on the stage. Caleb Cockrell was on 56 to take him into 2-0. But now we are level pegging. Both players averaging 74. Equal legs as well. Fantastic game. Yeah, on stage. And truly, it's nice to see, because you don't actually know these players. So you don't know what to expect.
97.
And when they actually deliver on stage, there we see the trophy in shot. One player will lift that today, and it will be the first name on the trophy as well.
And, you know, let's be honest, everybody wants to be the first person to have their name on the trophy.
I know that feeling.
85.
It's because you will forever be a part of history. And being the first is, I mean, generally that's just part
45.
of who was the first player to ever win it. You might become part of a quiz. And that's if the game goes
95.
on to become, I mean, one of these players here, potentially, let's say hypothetically, go on to become a world champion. And part of their history and part of their journey
82.
will have the IDSL in it. And I was the first thus, and I knew, and that was my platform. And I played in the Modus Super Series stage, and same stage as Lou Littler and many other champions like Charlie Manby last night. And all of these elements kind of just build up, because you would have a pathway and a journey that would have given you that self-belief to say,
70.
this is the reason why I succeeded.
126.
And that's what it is, isn't it? It's all about laying the foundations to, you know, to go forward more often, isn't it? Is having the confidence. And darts, I'd always say 95% of darts is all about confidence. If you're confident, no one's going to beat you, in my opinion.
That's what you've seen with Luke Littler, but what a setup there. 98 now, 103 for another ton topper. 84 now will go up for triple 20. Does not get it, so Caleb Cockrell will have 66 to go. 2-1 in the lead and hold his throw. Go 16 now, double tops. He's hit this before. Great composure there. Unlucky, just missing out on the shot itself.
Is that going to be a friend or a throw? So it could be the latter.
No score. Caleb, you require 20.
Second dot did go low and bounced out, but it just stayed on that same. Double 10 is required. Now chasing it around, exhibition shot, 2 double doubles.
Two twos. Okay, 2-1 up.
16. Caleb, you
You
require
know,
16.
that's the other thing I'm so impressed with the youngsters. Their doublings are millimetres away. They're not inches away, are they?
No score.
That was close. That was an inch. And now, Caleb Cockrell to go 2-1 up in a very important game to determine his future in this tournament. He's going to have to go to the left. Finds it on the right-hand side. 2-1 to Caleb Cockrell. Was a block of dart. See Theo Vaughan there with a victory against Kyle Davidson from Scotland.
40.
Theo Vaughan, 2 victories so far. He's the one player. Everybody else has 1 victory except for Luca.
45.
He's putting his name in the hat for the knockout later on. Can Caleb do the exact same?
100.
Yeah, the averaging is definitely suggesting that at the moment, and you must feel very proud, Dev. You've got two fantastic South Africans going up there on that stage, and they're producing world-class darts that you expect from most middle-aged blokes.
It's the pathway and the development that's
46.
put in place, and just having these things. My dad was one of the very first coaches for Caleb. He played the game. 3 years ago, he knew nothing about the game. Now he's one of the top talents coming through in South Africa and in Cape Town especially. And then you have Kazim Lakala, not knowing the game 2 years ago, and all about
58.
introducing it into the schools where they find the safe spaces. And this is a big thing for us. And next year we have some brilliant news coming through with coaching
100.
apps and everything launching as part of the IDSL program, and also major partners seeing the benefits of it. But watching them succeed, it would have been the first maximum on stage, but watching them succeed, Keegan, it's rewarding, because you know that all the energy, everything that you put in is now, this is what we can show and say,
100.
this is what you can achieve if you just commit to the sport.
And that's what it is. It's all about being dedicated. And that's the one thing that I say to so many youngsters is you have to be dedicated to the game
92.
and have determination. And, if things don't go your way, it's all right. Everybody always has a bit of a bad couple of matches and whatnot.
55.
Just dust yourself off and go
40.
again.
40 now for Smith after a great setup. 2-all potentially lurking, but he needs to find the outer ring on the double 5.
30.
Does not find it. So a
Caleb,
10 topper here for
113.
Caleb. That's not the way he wanted to go. Finding a low 5. Now having to chase it out.
41. Callum, you require 10.
10 for Callum.
No score.
Bust.
Caleb, you require
Caleb Cockrell now 72 for a major opportunity to give himself a lifeline. Needs another 16 now. Double tops. He's hit this before in the game.
32.
Wire bender.
Could not get any closer, could you there? But Callum, double 5.
No score.
Same hole.
Caleb, you require 14.
Caleb now composed. Feel as after that first dart. Double 10 now.
Game
Finds the
shot
double
match.
10. 3-1 to Caleb Cockrell. Gives himself a lifeline. Has a shootout with Balash Showtech after this. Caleb Smith from Wales, losing 2 of his games. 64 average there for Caleb. And Callum equaling it, but the checkup percentage is what crucially killed him for Callum Smith. Stay tuned for more action in the IDSL Championship Final. Coming to you live next.
You will be disappointed with that. He wanted to have
Graham
one dart.
requires 20.
Graham Usher wins the first game of Champions Night, and it was an absolute ripper. He hit one of them on tops. He missed one on double 12. Which one is it? It's the hit.
Outside opportunity for Andy Hamilton. Van der Velde should be getting a match start again here. He's already had one. Mr. Dart at tops for the match to win 4-1. And the Dart at double 16 gets the job done there for Jurgen van der Velde. He gets over the line with a 4-2.
Did he go for tops, or did he just overshoot the single? Jimmy doesn't care. Jimmy just looks to eat this up to make the semi-finals for the second time. Adam Kaplas has been eliminated. Keep us guessing. This time he's trying to leave double 18. He knows best, and he takes the lead. He's 2 darts away
to 86.
from a Super Series final. He's one dart away. He doesn't need any more darts. Jeff Smith makes the Series 11 final. Is Usher losing his cool a little bit here?
Oh, absolutely. Right now, I'd say the head's gone, and you don't have long to recover. It is very, very short format darts. Vansky's halfway to victory.
He only needs one more. Jimmy Vansky is yet again into a Modus Super Series final.
Flashback vibes. Can Jimmy Vansky do the same? Just needs the one treble here on the 19s. Finds it. For the ball.
101.
Oh, unlucky. A lot of pressure on it. He's going to split it. 2 darts for double four for the match.
Game. Shot. And the Modus Super Series 11 champion, Jeff Smith.
Hi there, welcome back to this International Darts School League finals held at the Modus Live Lounge in Portsmouth and brought to you absolutely free on Pluto TV. What an experience for these teenage talents to be playing on the Live Lounge stage, and some of them will have the full works this evening. We're already starting to learn some of the players going through to the quarterfinals tonight, the likes of Jaden Walker having won both of his matches so far, will be booking his place on that stage and playing in front of the bright lights and the full walk-on experience. Coming up next, we're going to see this match between Caleb Cockrell and Balash Jotak, and guiding you through the action. And with more updates from around the boards, it's back to Keegan and Devon.
And we've just seen Caleb Cockrell give himself an opportunity. Balash Jotak also with 1 victory so far. So both players here, it's virtually a shootout. It's a knockout game. Whoever wins goes through, and they will be joining the silky smooth Kazim Lakala, who is unbeaten so far in this group.
Game on.
We also have other players going through as well. Jaden Walker's through.
95.
Theo Vaughan is through to the knockout stages. And we have Jacob Skogard as well. So Wales, Denmark, South Africa, as well as England have registered for 50. The quarterfinals so far. 4 more players need to register, and the one on screen right now, the winner, will find themselves in the quarterfinals tonight. This itself is a learning opportunity for these players. Because you understand what it's like to play when you have to win and you have to do the following. We see
Jimmy there doing a fantastic Simon Whitlock impression.
I thought it was a bird call.
140.
But yeah, all serious, these are the moments where, you kind of carve your career, don't you, as such? And
105.
It's the fact that it's a massive learning curve where, when you just win, you win. But when you have to win, that's when you know where the grit and determination. And, to be fair, Caleb there in his previous match did absolutely fantastic. So we know the grit's there. And I would say, actually, he's got the momentum going into this one.
First time we've seen the big fish opportunity, 55. Not getting it, but Caleb Cockrell now 136 after 12 darts. It's steady now, just needs a 19 for the tops. 96. And when you ask the question of Caleb Cockrell or Balash himself, you go, how well will you do in this situation?
75.
Will you
Caleb
crumble
Abercorn,
or will
40.
you rise to the occasion? Both of these players has risen to the occasion.
Oh, tenfold.
Gage
You know,
on the
what
first
a
leg.
way to
Caleb
kick
Cochrane.
off the match. 17 dart leg. Well, you know you have
Second
to
leg
win.
is Caleb to throw first.
And this is the
Game
first
on.
time these have ever played on TV.
Caleb is also a Wizard franchise player in South Africa for the ADS and also participates in the African
81.
Darts Group events all around the continent. But this is the
96.
crescendo for him. This is the pinnacle, simply because he's exposed to international players. And this is what we want to give all players of all countries, especially when we have the platform. So
30.
a lot of these players here would have stumbled upon their greatness. It's, oh, my dad plays, or I'm introduced because somebody in the family, or there's a dartboard in the garage.
45.
We want to make sure that it becomes a platform in the schools with a system that goes, if you like the sport of darts, it's going to help you in mathematics, but also we have all the tools ready for you to go and become a
28.
player. Like something similar to if you were to go to a football academy. We just have the plug-and-play system through the IDSL. We have that ready for all schools
100.
in different languages all across the world. And this is what we're representing today. It is a global event that is happening on an international stage.
And it's so refreshing to see the youngsters
60.
taking the opportunity for it. You know, because like we always say before, when there's things in place and whatnot, you need the players and the determination to keep winning.
30.
And then, you know, to think, yeah, we've got 16 world-class youngsters, and we say youngsters, they're not 18, they're not over 21. These are youngsters.
77.
That's so true. And the game has moved from the old matured men that play in the pub now into big arenas,
45.
big stages, under the lights, in front of the cameras. Such an insane thought now executed
41.
on your screen. The IDSL Championship Finals. It's incredible to see growth happen in front of you, and darts is probably
100.
one of the sports that can give you an immediate gratification on that.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely, definitely. And, you know, when we talk about averages, we do this, we talk about that, and, you know, as long as you keep
15.
winning, the determination's
Well,
always there,
85.
because you think, you know, you can't be you can't be beaten as such. And, yeah, it's just so good to see the youngsters, you know, not being disheartened, should we say, where, you know,
45.
somebody after the second match would have had to lose at least one game. And it's so good to see all the youngsters still going up there and still battling it to get the point.
59. Elijah Requirement 40.
And let's be honest, Dev, there's not been a lot of head shaking, has there?
Game shot on the second leg. Balaj
First start required from Ballas there for the 40.
Third leg, it's Balaj to throw first. Game on.
2 break of throws. Caleb broke first with the 17. Ballas coming through again, finding the double tops first start. So those players now understand this could be the first maximum.
140.
Still yet to get that elusive maximum on the stream board. On the stage board, at least. But
65.
Caleb Cockrell opened up, and you can almost imagine you're required to perform in a certain way, right? And the adrenaline's pumping
60.
and everything. You throw a 17 darter, you step back, you go, now I want to do that again. That mental kind of structuring and understanding
80.
is where the development needs to happen, because it's not I have to do it again, it's just a reset and a repeat instead of putting that pressure on.
Exactly. And, you know, it sounds daft. Darts is no different to any activity. It's all about the muscle memory. You know, and I've always been a strong believer. If you can take a leg out in 15,
60.
you can do it again. If you can take it out in 15, you can take it out in 14. And it's just getting to that sort of right mental attitude of thinking, yeah, I can do
44.
this. I can do this when I need it the most.
Speaks about a lot about belief and positive affirmations, especially when you're on stage, because you're the only one. There's no coach in your ear. There's nobody helping you.
100.
You can turn to family members and kind of live off the jeer and all of those things, but you the one that have to do it.
You know, there was obviously there's
58.
an interesting story that actually involves Dev, where you were playing Ian White at the Worlds, and obviously you have to go upstairs, don't you? So many legs before the start of the next match.
100.
I always remember they said, right,
140.
Ian was 2-0 up, and then all of a sudden, you came back and beat him in the last leg, and we were stuck in that room for nearly 2 hours. But that just shows you determination and never give up.
96 now for Caleb. He's going to have to go an 18 again.
38.
Ooh, little bit
require 80.
loose there. So Balasotek now has an 80 to go 2-1 up. He's going to have to find double tops now.
40.
Does not. Caleb Cockrell has an opportunity to break the throw, and then he will be throwing for the match. Caleb Cockrell, 2 darts, as you like. 20 darter there from Caleb, 58 required. So now Caleb is in the perfect position. Kazim Lakala already qualified. Caleb needs to win this match to also qualify. Such a bright future for both of these players. And when you need it the most, you're going, I need to just start off well. That 2 trebles will calm him down so much.
It's like we were saying earlier about when we was watching the other, around the room when they were going to the last leg. Them treble 20s are worth £1 million in every throw. You know, don't you? You could be millimetres and it would feel like a penny. 47. And as soon as you get it, you think, perfect, it's there. I've got the throw.
And that's what it is, though. I mean, when he started this leg, in his head, he would go, let me just get ahead. And then finding that first 2 trebles, you almost want to just make sure that you follow it and stay straight.
41.
And he's managing it to a point, and I feel as though we're going to see him in all his glory when you go to the finishing, because that is obviously 75. Now knowing I'm going to win, I'm progressing. So what we're witnessing here is a case study of darting development right in front of your very eyes.
100.
Yeah, that's the thing, I used to find different techniques out where, and, different ways of thinking where if I
45.
3 second in the last leg, I used to think I'd be playing high school. If you just keep beating their school, you're going to get to the double before 95. Them, aren't you?
95 now. 78 after 15 when needing to win the leg, putting Balash Sotek under immense 29. Pressure. Caleb, this is 78. A date with destiny for Caleb Cockrell. Needs 78 now. Double 12 to send him to the quarterfinals.
66.
Bounces off, but he has time. You feel as though he'll need to just... He looks over, you can see he wasn't focusing on what Balash has, and he just wanted to see that I have another opportunity. You know how important this would be for him right now. It is an opportunity to join the fellow South African in the quarterfinals. Sensible shot. 120 for Balash. This could...
Balash, you require 120.
That is the getting to the winning line. And that's also a development area.
Let's look at this. Shot is on, so it's double top. To make it 2-2 and to send us into a last leg.
100. Caleb, you require
How
12.
close was that? You needed a ton topper. He finds the first dart, gets the second. Heart must have been pumping. Caleb's heart is pumping. He needs 1 dart. Finds the dart. Caleb Cockrell wins 3-1. Balasotek unfortunately does not make the knockout. So what's transpired is Caleb Cockrell has now made it to tonight's quarterfinals along with Kazim Lakala, who has already qualified. 67 average there, 33% on the checkout for Caleb. But next up, we will have Kazim Lakala versus Callum Smith.
Are you ready to lift that trophy, Darius? Yes. Let's do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series 9 champion is Lucky D, Darius Lewandowski!
Well, what a wonderful night of darts we have seen, and we are ready. Our champion is ready and it's trophied. So receive the trophy. £25,000.
The new Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And one more time, the 8th Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And the new Modus Super Series champion is Andreas Dirty Harrison. And one more time, the 7th Modus Super Series champion. Give it up for Andreas Dirty Harrison.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Would you please show your appreciation for your Series 6 Modus Super Series champion, Scott Taylor.
One more time, your new Modus Super Series champion. He is Chucky. He is Jim McEwen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series champion, retaining his title, the Nuke, Luke Littler!
Welcome back to the International Darts School League Finals, brought to you by the Modus Super Series, all live and free on Pluto TV, and we're into our final game in Group 4, and it's a match that features that classy operator there, Kazim Lakala, who is already through to the quarterfinals tonight. Don't forget to join us from 6 p.m. for that. It'll be a great experience for the players, the full Modus Super Series operation with the walk-ons, the bright lights, and a straight knockout, quarters, semis, and finals.
Kazim to throw first.
Kazim is through, as is Caleb Cockrell. We saw that in the previous game. Also through already, Theo Vaughan, Jaden Walker, Jakob Skofgard, and the two from this group. Callum Smith then will play on the stage for the last time, and we will be having 42. Another game on the stage. We're going to have the final game from Group 2, which is Jaden Walker, and he's going to be taking on Jolt Shybrook. Right, talking 45. You through the action, let me hand you back to Keegan Brown and Devin Peterson.
We've witnessed some greatness happening on the stage 95. Itself. We've seen two South Africans kick it off. Currently now going through the stats. Both of those players have done really well, but Callum Smith as well as Bala Sotek, really, really great operators. And it's amazing to see these players come through, perform on a stage. For some of them, it's not the first time. For some of them, it is. But when you understand, it's managing the emotions, it's managing the understanding, and they can only learn those skills when they 85. Play more. And that's why we're seeing a lot more players experience and playing on the higher levels and getting to stage and going, oh, he just looks like such a natural. It's 57. Simply because platforms like the Modus Super Series and having the ADC qualifiers and all of the stuff, the African Darts Group and all of that available to the players so that we have the platform. When you were growing up, you said that there was not a lot like this. So your talent had to be refined in the confines of a room or a garage or a social club or community club or whatever. But now these kids have so much, and we're seeing 52. The rewards.
Callum, you're 130.
It just shows you, doesn't it? You know, let's be honest, where I actually see Callum here, he's got 56 left. Should be looking at 16s, and it's double top for a 1-1-3 finish.
73.
Oh, it's unlucky that.
Kazim Lee require 123.
But yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You know, let's be honest. Darts has changed, and it's changing with times, and it's only a good thing for the sport, isn't it? Let's be honest. And you know, having youngsters still enjoying the same game that I love doing, and even now
40.
after playing it for 20 odd years, and it's just so refreshing to see.
Double 5 now, chasing around.
No score.
And he's missed again on the third time, though. On that side, Kazim Lakala needs double tops. Ooh, that's a slip. You can tell by his reaction.
Academy require 40.
Theo Vaughan leading Centre Arts.
20.
Centre Arts
Kazim
needs the
require
win here.
32.
It's 1-1, but Centre Arts averaging 103 so far in that game.
Game shot on the
Oh,
first
what a
leg.
dart.
Kazim Lakala.
What a dart.
Second leg, it's Callum to throw first. Game on.
Kazim Lakala doing some magic on the stage, flipping it over. No step as well, just a little in-swinger.
30.
And I thought Caleb was the wizard.
59.
Phenomenal performance here by Kazimla, but also Callum Smith having his opportunities, but just not taking it. And
100.
it's that where Bobby Joe says trebles for show, doubles for dough. But it's also a skill to finish on the outer, because
80.
it's a different throw. Some players will kind of lob the dart. Some players will stay on the same kind of penetration. Some players might even change the grip for the double finish.
Do you know what the weirdest thing about it? Let's be honest. A treble is half the size of a double, and yet we struggle on the bigger size, and yet we can hit on the smaller size. But look at this.
140.
Yet to see a maximum. So Binks has contained himself massively.
55.
That's just a tash.
He's getting that tash off tomorrow. I think it suits him, but Kazim
85.
Lakala just finding a treble every visit. Look at him. It's the Ned Flanders of darts. What an amazing,
97.
amazing
Kazim
referee.
Lakala,
One of the very
137.
best in the world. Ensuring the talents are comfortable and everything is correct.
99. $44. Kazim Lee require 38.
Oh, Kazim Lakala there, just bouncing off, but will
Can't require
potentially have
130.
another opportunity. Callum Smith now into the big one.
40.
Unfortunately, that will break
Kazim
down
Lee
the
require 32.
opportunity. Kazim Lakala early on done some magic. This
Game
time he
shot
goes
the second
straight
leg.
for it and
Kazim
gets it.
Lakala.
So
Third leg, it's
34,
Kazimla to
32
throw
for
first.
Kazimla,
Game
2-0
on.
so far. His unbeaten streak in Group 4 continues. So already through along with Caleb Cockrell.
41.
Only managing 41, and you can tell that there's an element of confidence where they
55.
started, not a deer in the headlights, but you could feel there was a bit of an anxiousness between the throws. There was just a bit of
45.
tension. Now, him knowing that he's through, that confidence, that composure is there, and this is where Kazimla will thrive.
You know, it's like we always, well, it's like we
60.
were saying just a minute ago, it's that confidence, isn't it? You know, once you get the little bit of confidence, you then get a bit of a swag, and then darts is
57.
easy, isn't it? You know, let's be honest. And you know, the only person that makes darts hard is yourself.
Everything between the ears, mate. Everything between the ears.
85.
Say it's 15% ability, 80%, 85%
60.
of how you can calm down the noise.
And that's all it is. It's all I always find is
60.
reassuring yourself. You're just always in that state of reassuring yourself, saying it's fine. You know, let's just keep going through the motions. You know,
100.
that's why you get into routines, and because the routines works, you don't leave it, do you? You know, why these
55.
youngsters changing darts every 10 seconds, flight stems and everything. If something works, leave it alone.
100.
Definitely. Everybody's trying to get that extra percentage, but Kazim Lakala rushing to a 2-dot finish after 18 darts thrown.
98.
Callum Smith on 127. Will he get a shot? It's not to be.
58. Callum, you record
58 now. Double tops for Kazimla, and the 127. The 5 is the first dart. Great setup there. So put Kazim Lakala under some pressure, knowing that Callum
game shot
is on a finish, but Kazim Lakala has done the card unbeaten with a 3-0 victory. So we will see both South Africans qualify to the quarters. Commiserations to Callum Smith. This is a big game here on our screens currently. This is a Group 1 game. Theo Vaughan has already qualified. Senna Arts making it 2-all. Senna Arts has to win because Kyle Davidson is waiting, and we see a maximum there. So yeah, Kyle Davidson is waiting for this result because he's currently in second place. Senna Arts wins this game.
What a fantastic 140 that was. Look, do you know, as one thing that's really impressed me is the fact that these players played the last legs. They're playing them like you expect professionals have been for the last 20 years.
100 there from Senna.
So it was 180 Blazers, 124.
124 now for Senna Arts.
So looking at treble 18. Yes, it was bullseye. And he's done it.
What the shot that is from Senna Arts, needing all of it. And that puts him through to the quarterfinals. First player to qualify in the qualifying rounds early on in March. And now, 1 dot on the bullseye for the 124 to see him through. Kenji as well from Netherlands. Ahead in this game.
$54. Charlie McGuire, 164. $44. $32. Charlie required 120.
Well, 120. He's got a fair, at least 2 handfuls at this. Just needs to stay
60.
there. That's a good shot. Halves his score. Leaves himself on a 2-darter.
$26. Charlie
Time on his
required
side
60.
to become back-to-back singles champion.
$40.
Definitely a couple of nerves in those last 2 darts. But he'll be coming back.
The moment he's been in before this situation. Standing at the back of the stage,
Charlie
approaching the
required
Yoki with a
20.
chance to win the title.
He did this to win the first title, if you remember.
11.
I think he's gone.
Georgia
I think
required
he's gone to
180.
bust it, maybe. The first title he won, he wanted 20. He went 6-7-7 to win it. He had a chance to replicate it again.
Yeah, I get the feeling that was for a bust, and
39.
on that situation there, George
require
Scaife wasn't even
9.
able to take it out going to the 18s on that switch.
Yeah, I think he just panicked a bit, but he's done well to get that big one.
Sometimes can be the hardest part.
Georgia requires
This is it.
79.
It's got to be 19s. It's got to be 19s for this shot. Big 20 and a double. He's He's got the first one. He's going to get a match dart here.
Charlie,
Threw the entire body into that one. Just didn't want to let go of the dart.
No score.
He's given George a chance.
George require 20.
I think George has been quite good on double 10 today.
So many opportunities for Charlie Murphy. Couldn't get the job done.
The match! And the Red Dragon
George
Modus
Skate.
Super Series Influencers Champion, George Skate!
Welcome back. One bonus game then, moving to the stage, the teenage sensation that is Jaden Walker. He has, well, he's had some highlights on that stage already. Those who've watched the influencer events here will have seen him take out that stunning 145 checkout, hit big scores as well. Partnered Angry Ginge, didn't he? When he's called up onto stage by Angry Ginge when he played in that. Maybe one day Jaden Walker will be in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. But the only place he's going at the moment is to tonight's quarterfinals. So just a final reminder, do join us live on Pluto TV from 6 p.m. to see the quarterfinals take place. Walker in this match is going to take on Zsolt Scheibok, and Devon and Keegan will talk you through every dart.
Well, thank you for that, Chris. And, you know, what a little Brucey bonus, isn't it? Having an extra match on the stage. And let's be honest, it's it's a full credit to Group 4, isn't it? You know, every player have all
First
played
leg,
their part, and
to through first.
you know the
Game
quickness
on.
has made us have an extra game on the stage.
It's always a beautiful thing when you can add another game, more
91.
viewing pleasure, and the likes of Jaden Walker, exciting talent.
43.
But we've got Shashbok as well from Hungary. Emerging talents everywhere.
15.
15 the shot.
60.
All the groups are nearly complete. Only this one to go. So round robin, Group 1. Theo Vaughan tops the group. Senna Arts, as we saw the 1, 2, 4 go in. Second in that group. Jacob Skogard in Group 3, and Kenji
140.
Walker there with a near on max on the stage. Kenji Steinbacher from Netherlands, 1 and 2.
90.
And then Caleb Cockrell and Kazim Lakala finishing up 1 and 2
98.
in that games respectively. Now, Jaden Walker has already booked his spot. Daniel Alders from Netherlands is waiting in
97. Jaden, you
the
require
background.
160.
He needs Jaden to do him a favor.
26. So you require 112.
So opportunity for the 112. So he's looking at treble 18. Now looking at treble 19 to try to leave 36.
38. Jaden, you require 134. $69. So you require 74.
These young players come up with some different kind of combinations of thinking. 74 now needs a simple, so he's going to have to move to the left and find a top corner.
54.
Just
Jaden,
under,
you
and
require
that's
65.
tough one to do, 'cause moving away from your line.
So it's double 16.
33. So you require 20.
The speed and pace of Jaden's throw versus the measure, that is the numbering. Great marker.
Game shot.
Perfect marker for him. Knew he went over too far, just reset and then hit the target. Jaden Walker already through, as we said, but we know that Shashbok needs to get this victory
58.
to ensure that he qualifies.
$125.
What a 1-2-5 there.
96.
I think Jensen now knows he's in a bit of a game. Very methodical throw there.
The first maximum there from the Hungarian. Knowing what he requires. Could be a back-to-back 180s. The pace. Blink and you'll miss it. Are you Ricky Evans in disguise? Extremely methodical. The pace and everything, but beauty though. 180, 140. He knows he needs the victory. 9 darts thrown for Shashbok.
57.
And 56
So
left.
we require 56.
So should be looking at 16 for tops. Double top. Surely really good marker. He does.
On the second leg. Salt Shashbok.
Salt Shashbok there. 2-0. One leg away from getting through.
And let's be honest. You're playing Jaden Walker that's made this stage his second home. That's the sort of pressure that Shashbok's been up from word get-go. And he's delivering.
Keegan, we've sat here for nearly 2 hours, and the one thing that does not surprise me is performances from these young talents. They've really showed exactly what is required to be in that space. And I think also coming to the stage, the bright lights and all of that, playing on the floor is different. And we see Jaden's mom with a little bit of a shake there. Following him and taking him everywhere.
39.
Uncharacteristic there from Shashbok. He's not Mr. Treble for a while.
60.
And he'll feel it as well. He knows he's got Jaden in a position here. And the opportunity has never been this present for him. Simply because a victory here will get him into the knockout. That's what all the players came here to do. To get to the knockout so that we can play the evening and we can experience that. He is the last one to qualify potentially for that.
135. So you require
135 to himself back in this leg. But it's 150. You think the setup play has to be spot on it.
40. Jaden, you require 161.
Jaden could potentially... Well, we know how good he is.
41. So you require 110.
So it's quite level pegging in this leg.
Ton topper for the win. Still on. Happy accident. Not on anymore. So Jaden Walker will have to climb the ladder. But what a last start there. Jaden Walker will have to take out the tops on the last start.
100.
Misses the opportunity.
40.
40 now for Shashbok to get a 3-0 victory over Jaden Walker and qualify himself to the knockout round tonight. Needs a double 10. This is a big moment.
30.
Shashbok misses an opportunity.
You require 20.
We've seen games turn around in an instant. Not to be.
No score.
Just seems an extra bit pacey today, does Jaden Walker.
So 2 5s to get the victory. And he does so.
Shot in the match. Salt Shashbok.
Salt Shashbok there, qualifying through on a 3-0 victory. Jaden Walker already through. Salt Shashbok with that 3-0 victory has topped the group. Jaden Walker is second in that group. 79 the average for Shashbok, and Walker making 72. So far, all of the groups have been finished. What we're going to look now forward to is the knockout tonight. Join us back later on while we talk about the games.
And Scotland are off to the perfect start.
Look at the head there for Jimmy Vansky, and Burnett steps out for Richie Burnett, does find double 10, and it is a 4-3 victory.
16 to complete a 4-1 success. Third time in the chart, and the Netherlands are into the semi-finals. Because for the first time ever, there will be a paired 9-dart shootout. Well, this is the loudest I think I've ever heard in live now. Steve Brent is in race again. Well, that might well be the biggest cheer we see tonight. And kicks off for Maximum. And I suppose the one advantage of... Well, that is absolutely incredible. In a 9-dart shootout, has found 2 180s. So Scotland and Belgium are into the semi-finals. The Republic of Ireland head for home.
Yeah, you can be here every Saturday night for the Modus Super Series finals. We're done for this year, but tickets are available for next year's event, and of course the ADC Global Championship final, when a certain Devon Peterson will hope to be on stage to defend his crown. Go to dartshop.tv or scan that QR code on your device and get close to the action. Mingle with the stars, and you cannot get a better and more value for money night out, not just in darts, but anywhere. And I tell you what, Devon, the kids here have certainly given viewers on Pluto TV full value today. Some excellent performances, some incredible moments.
I think when you understand the starting of the event, you actually don't know what you're going to get, because kids, like especially with the kids from South Africa, they would not have experienced a level like this. Playing on stage, lights, camera, all of those things, and the razzmatazz. But fortunately for them, they got through. You saw Caleb Smith and as well as Balash Sotak himself. They played really well. It's just on the outer ring, and a lot of development areas for most of these players, but they're just starting out in their career at the top tier. So fantastic. You've seen some of the games on the outer boards. You see some of the checkouts. I mean, it at the end of it all, the intensity and just everything that was delivered, phenomenal.
I think myself included, but everyone watching this is learning a few new names to watch out for today, and one of those is a certain Kazim Lakala. Some incredible stuff from him. Yeah,
he comes, I mean, it's coached by Simon Adams as well. Just smooth throw, phenomenal player itself. That bullseye there, that was the settling moment, because in his opening game, I mean, Caleb Cockrell dominated the scoring, but there was missed opportunities. And we always know as a dart player, you just need that one moment of brilliance to go, okay, cool, I am in a game right now and everything is working. And I think that bullseye for me was that moment.
Talk to us a little bit about the youth game in South Africa, because I know that obviously you came through as a bit of a pioneer. You mentioned Simon Adams, who's been here, played on that stage. You both invested a lot of time into bringing the youth players through. What is the depth of talent over in South Africa right now?
For us, I mean, we have loads of talent, and where we find ourselves now is the IDSL is going into schools, which is the safe space for playing the sport of darts. We're building up dart centers in different areas, different communities. Next year, we have a major plan and announcement coming through where we're going to bring multiple dart centers to different communities, uncovering the talent we do have. It's not just within the IDSL, but it's the other external organizations like the Dart South Africa, which is the federation itself. They have loads of talent there. So we just want to make sure that we have paving the way for them to come through and develop on the main stage.
Talent a little bit closer to home. Jaden Walker took out a 156 on one of the outside boards earlier on, but when we just saw him on the main stage, beaten, wasn't he, by Zsolt Scheibrucker? That was an incredible performance from him to top that group.
Correct, and the Hungarian came through and needed to obviously win that game just to see him through, but a 3-0 victory. But I think that based on the way how quick Jalen was throwing, just seemed like he wanted to get the game over as quickly as possible. Probably not the way for him in his mental, in the mental capacity of, okay, I'm going to give him the game. But I think that he was so comfortable because he was through already. But seeing Zsolt Scheibrucker get through there is phenomenal, because it just expands the game in Hungary as well.
Yeah, let's just give you confirmation then of the groups as they finish, so we can tell you who is going to be playing for that trophy in the quarterfinals tonight. So going through from Group 1, Theo Vaughan and Senna Ertz. Group 2, as we just mentioned, Zsolt Scheibrucker and Jaden Walker. Jakob Skovgaard along with Kenji Steinbach in Group 3. And Kazim Lakala and Caleb Cockrell, as we've discussed, in Group 4. We saw that all on the stream. We can show you the draw as well, as it will work for this evening. Do join us from 6 p.m. These are the matches. It's in draw bracket order. Devon, who are the favourites?
I mean, you have to go with, I would go with Jaden Walker, Jakob Skovgaard, Kazim Lakala, Kenji Steinbach, Senna Ertz, Scheibrucker, Theo Vaughan and Caleb.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
But if you were to...
I thought you were going to say David Evans for a moment then.
But if you were to press me, I mean, Jacob's been playing fantastically well across the board. We know Senna Ertz, when needed, he came through with the goods. Kazim Lakala and Caleb Cockrell could be surprise packages there, simply because they've already played on the stage. Most of these players now will have a first opportunity to taste the stage, and it's going to be an immediate knockout. So, yeah, but we know that Kenji obviously winning the Dutch Open as well, and knowing that winning their event you know the talent that is in Holland. So I think that there's a whole host of players there, but for me, definitely still probably Jaden Walker.
Yeah, great to see Jimmy Van Ski here to support the young Dutchman as well. The players themselves, I mean, the main thing is that they've enjoyed this experience, isn't it?
I think it was amazing when they came in here, because it's the Modus Super Series is something they watch all the time. They see players that they know go on there. They always wanting to experience then knowing what it is. Stepping in here, there was an exciting feeling when they came through. When you understand what the opportunities exist now with the layout as well, we saw a different feel. Like you said, there was a UK Open feel where you're reporting from different boards and all of that. And I think that it just looked fantastically well. We could have a whole host of games that you could come in and out of and just enjoy it. So all of the players definitely enjoyed it. To the players that didn't make it through, commiserations, and they'll probably come through next year. But the ones that have made it through is going to enjoy tonight.
Yeah, that experience this evening, they're going to have the full walk-on experience. I do hope that the other players stick around and watch as well, because it would be great for them just to be part of that, even though they're not actually going to be on the stage. It's going to be an experience for them tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think that anybody has booked their flights out for a later, because simply everybody is probably going to stay here till tomorrow because they have to fly out, and because they come from different parts of Europe. And the Indian team is also here, so I don't know if they're going to be flying out tonight. But I mean, we'll make sure that the venue's full with all of those players, and we still have a medal presentation for them as well.
Yeah, look, we are back from 6 tonight for those quarterfinals. I do just want to get a word on last night, Devon, before we end, because we had a presentation, and the coronation was for the young Yorkshire lad, Charlie Manby, and you have to say he deserved the victory, didn't he?
Yeah, 103 average in the final at the time. I mean, we thought that emotions would have get the better of him, because his game against Derek Coulson was an emotional roller coaster. But the performance-wise, I mean, Tom Sykes and himself getting to the final, that was probably the two stand-up performers. But him doing it in that fashion, you know that would potentially be the very last time that we see Charlie Manby in this building.
Yeah, and it's an excellent boost ahead of his trip to Alexandra Palace, isn't it?
Of course. I mean, he was on the call with the in-laws anyway, so they know that there's financial backing. But when you understand where he's moving to and the amount of financial gain that he's in the sport, and if you are really good and committed to the sport, he's stardom now. I mean, he epitomizes exactly what the new dart player looks like. It's young, good-looking boy that is trim, look like an athlete as well, so he could be a football player. The game has completely changed. Everything has changed about it, and yeah, I think he's stepping into at the perfect time, and his talent is there to be matched.
Yeah, certainly is. Devon, thank you very much. And let me just say congratulations and well done on what you've built here, because without you, these kids wouldn't have had this opportunity. So well done, and
thank you very much.
Enjoy it this evening. I hope you can enjoy it this evening as well. The action is going to continue from 6 p.m. The quarters, semis and finals of the first ever International Darts School League Championship Finals. Coming up next, a little bit of a gear change, because we're going to go and get on the tractor with Scott Mitchell. He is on the farm after the break. Do stay with us here on Pluto TV.
What a finish! What a man!
The drum roll finishes, and the target is
amazing. And it comes on finals night, and it's a knockout.
Dirty Harrison! Van Velzen!
You will be disappointed with that. He wanted to have
Graham
one dart for the
requires 20. Graham Usher wins the first game of Champions Night, and it was an absolute ripper. He hit one of them on tops. He missed one on double 12. Which one is it? It's the hit.
Outside opportunity for Andy Hamilton. Van der Velde should be getting a match start again here. He's already had one. Mr. Dart at tops for the match to win 4-1. And the Dart at double 16 gets the job done there for Jurgen van der Velde. He gets over the line with a 4-2-6.
Did he go for tops, or did he just overshoot the single?
Jimmy doesn't care. Jimmy just looks to eat this up to make the semi-finals for the second time. Adam Kaplas has been eliminated. Keep us guessing. This time he's trying to leave double 18. He knows best, and he takes the lead. He's 2 darts away
Jeff requires 86.
from a Super Series final. He's 1 dart away. He doesn't need any more darts. Jeff Smith makes the Series 11 final. Is Usher losing his cool a little bit here?
Oh, absolutely. Right now, I'd say the head's gone, and you don't have long to recover. It is very, very short format darts. Vansky's halfway to victory.
He only needs 1 more. Jimmy Vansky is yet again into a Modus Super Series final.
Flashback vibes. Can Jimmy Vansky do the same? Just needs the 1 treble here on the 19s. Finds it. For the ball.
101.
Oh, unlucky. A lot of pressure on it. He's going to split it. 2 darts for double 4 for the match.
Game. Shot. And the Modus Super Series 11 champion, Jeff Smith.
Yeah. Oh, Chelsea. Good girl. Lick the cat, will you? Lick the cat. And see where my little boys and girls are. This is the sick bay. So I've got 2 or 3 that have not been very well.
Yeah.
Oi, I'm over here, yobbo. Come on then. Hello you. Are you going to be a pain? Oh, will you calm down? This is little Foster's. Our little orphan. His mummy passed away 2 weeks after he was born. And so we've been your mummy and daddy, haven't we? He's gorgeous. Big and fluffy.
All right, to stroke it?
Yeah, of course.
Hello. Oh, wow.
Yeah, softer than you think, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And these are the things that keep you going when you're having a bad day and you know you've saved someone's life or you've kept it alive or you've done something else somewhere else. It does put it all in perspective. Of that there is no doubt. Here's your little back scratching brush. Look at that. We make you a nice show cow. Look. Oh, lovely.
Did you ever miss it when you were away?
All the time. I get homesick terrible. Like the 7 days away at Q school this year, it was like, oh, I could come home after 3 days. I wouldn't have minded if I'd have not made the phase 2. Because I miss this every day. Every single day, every single morning I'm out here with them. 7 o'clock, 7:30, you're out here with them, feeding them. Can't feed yourself. We're your lifeline, aren't we? But this is where Sharon and Sam and Katie, when Sam and I are away, Katie and her boyfriend move in for a weekend or whatever if we're both away at the same time.
Keeps you grounded as well, something like that.
I don't know, it's grounded. I think it gives you purpose. Gives me purpose more than anything. I think my darting hobby probably pays for my farming hobby at times, but yeah, no, I wouldn't change it for the world. How would you change this for the world? How could you not have one of these? Can be fluffy. Yeah, I can do you want to do a Peter Wright? See if we can do your Peter Wright. What do you mean no? Of course you want to be a Peter Wright. Of course you do. Every few you get like this, you never want to let them go. You probably won't ever go, will you? You'll probably stay with me forever, I reckon. So there's one here you'll see it's got a big red thing on its side. Well, it got tipped itself up and it swelled up on one side and it gets like bloke, so they have to stab it and let all the air out. So it's got a valve in it at the moment, so we're not sure whether when it feeds and when it doesn't, whether it's going to blow up again. So they put a valve in and you put a rod down in it and just let all the air out of its stomach.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's it's been the sick bay. The other one, the big one, he's had a bad foot. But they just play like dogs, honestly. They will play like dogs. They're not stupid. They'll stand in the rain and stand under there. They're just... Some of them are stupid. Come on, my little boy. Look at you, my little fluffy boy. Come on. No, that's not for you. Do you reckon these will eat that? Come on then, you know what it is. There you go, that'll keep you quiet.
Very polite, aren't they? They wait.
They are.
So are these separated because they're ill?
They have been. This one had pneumonia, so you can see it's the same age as all the others, but it's smaller. It stunts their growth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that one got ill and this one had a bad foot. So this is kind of the sick bay. Come on, donut. So these are all homebred from my cows, so they're in my bloodline type thing. And it's sugar beet, and they love it. The black nose is Fernando.
Fernando.
Yeah.
Can you name them all? Yeah.
Yeah, most of them, yeah. The cows we do, particularly that we keep, sometimes we don't all the boys. So ours we use females to replenish the herd. As the cows get older at the other end, unfortunately, they can't keep having calves forever. So they have to be moved on, and then the new ones have to come in and carry on their job, sort of thing. But yeah, our next door neighbour, if she has any sort of twins or whatever, so that her cows haven't got to feed too, she brings one round here and we bucket feed them and then put them in with ours to look after them. So it all works nicely.
Do you ever have any issues with any of them?
No, not really. Only when they get a bad foot or whatever. And this time of year, it's when the ground is so wet, they can get what's called lure, and it comes up through the feet, and it's like an infection in the feet. It makes their feet swell up, and then they're limping, and you think, God, somebody shot it. But no, it's just an infection, and a few days of a jab if you catch it in time, and they're all okay. It's when they want to play with you as they get bigger, and they nudge you and they knock you about 5 foot, and it hurts. It hurts.
Did you drive the tractor around here or not? No.
Yeah. So this field's mine, the next one over is mine. As far as you can see to those trees is mine. As far as you can see to those is mine, where we rent. So it's all, yeah, we got enough to keep ourselves. Just under 100 acres we got, all told. It's just enough, big enough back garden.
That's a lot of trophies.
Yeah. It's a big enough back garden. Let's go and see the little ones in the warm.
So funny how they just follow along as well.
Yeah.
Quite often come out here with the dogs, walking the dogs. If there's cows out here, you end up like the Pied Piper with them all following.
All following, the dogs wanting to play with the cows. Cows want to play with the dogs. This is like haylage, so the horses like the haylage, so they ran out yesterday. So we've got to keep them nice and warm under rugs, and yeah, we've got a little Shetland, and we got coloured, which, well, Katie's got 2, and 2 were my mum and dad's. So when they passed away, I inherited them, but they're great, they are good. My granddad had set me going when I was about 7, and then I'd just keep going up and down the field until he came and got me at lunchtime. And then we come home again, and yeah, I loved it. I've loved every minute of it. He's really old. He's one of my oldest ones. So I look after you, don't I? Nice little house to yourself, so that all the younger boys don't get you. What are you up to, young man? Just keep an eye on him.
Ow. You're biting.
So these are the original 2 mums. They'll have a little nibble. Oh, just push it off. Just shove it. Honestly, we won't do anything to it. Don't eat his coat. Just shove it.
Don't.
Just shove it off.
Oof.
Oi, cut it out. No, yes, you. Cut it out. You can play with me all you like. Play with me all you like. Leave Jake alone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, whatever. All you like. So these are the 2 mums, this one here and that one. And then, yeah. She had him first year, and then had these. Where are the boys? Yeah, these 2 the second year, Bert and Bob. And these 2 are hers. What are you biting for? What are you biting for? You don't bite. Hello, sweetheart.
Do you have the most fun with these?
Yeah, they're loads of fun. Yeah, we had plans to sell them and do them as like pets for a business, but that I couldn't let them go. When they're this high and this big, we couldn't sell them. Too soft, wasn't I? Being too soft, darling.
They are cute. They're really cute.
They're cool. Honestly, if you're having a bad day or something's not going right, particularly in the summer, you just come out here and sit on the bench, sit on the tyre, and in half an hour with these, all of a sudden everything seems to make sense. From coming in here raging and going, it just all seems to make sense. You come down. So we've got 27 cows now, which will, I think they're all in calf part 2, isn't it? 2 or 3, so we'll have 25 calves, hopefully. That's from the end of March till sort of end of May. So I try to get that in the less busy time.
Yeah.
With the darts. So we try and the darts, it's sort of, you have to make the 2 work together. And of course it's not quite such a busy time on the farm then either. We don't start sort of silage until the end of May, so all your big summer jobs sort of come from the end of May on. So yeah, it's just trying to work it into the darts calendar, your farm calendar into your darts calendar.
Do you fight a lot?
Yeah, that's mum and son, that is. They're fighting for supremacy. Oh, wow. This one's the smallest. She doesn't fight with nobody. She just cuddles, don't you?
Oh.
Thank you, Belle. You just cuddle.
Surprise bundle.
Yeah.
Had the mum scanned, and they were both scanned as twins. And one had twin boys, and then when the other one had them, she had a boy and a girl, and then all of a sudden, we suddenly said she's having another one. A long time, buy two, get one free.
We haven't named these yet, have you?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you have you? Oh, well done. Fraser.
Felix.
So each year we have a different letter, obviously, for this. So
I can't remember what the yard girl's name.
last year was F.
When did you get to P? Pluto.
Yeah, exactly. You coming? This is a treat, isn't it? Don't usually get any this time of day. So these are fed. You want to, because they're still on milk. They're just going to be weaned. They're starting to be weaned off now because they're about 12 weeks old. So yeah, you wean them over onto the hard stuff, hard feed. So we're out here at 7 in the morning. Or I'm not so much. I'm always playing darts. Sharon's out here at 7 in the morning, and then she's out here at 7 at night as well, while I'm still playing darts. So yeah, these were all twins or from next door around the road. So we're rearing them for her. There's a few of us that help each other out. I've got a friend on the way into Bournemouth, and he's got a farm there, and he's bigger than us. So he's got slightly bigger machinery than we have, but sometimes he hasn't got the manpower to do it. So Sam and I will go and help him do stuff. Round next door, around the road, Sam and I go round there and help out. More Sam than me, isn't it? Because I'm usually away when they need me. Moving cows, we all just pitch in and help each other. Just block a hole in the road to run them up the road and down, because you know that the smaller ones, we're not going to survive unless we help one another. There's no point in us all having the same piece of machinery and then just all using it at the same time. It's just daft. So something that's coming in more as the machinery's getting more expensive. I mean, the tractor we were in just now, probably to replace that, you're looking at 25, 30 grand. Yeah. And that's 18 years. That's 18 years old. It's not even a new one. New ones now are anywhere from 120, 125 plus grand. And there's just no way a small farm like ours can ever stomach that sort of bill. It's hard enough to stomach buying one for 25 grand. It's just, but you're not a farm without them, so you have to look after everything that you got.
Oh, thank you so much for having us, Scott.
Hey, you're welcome, anytime. Come back in the summer when there's no mud. You'll love it. You just need glasses then for dust. It's like Desert Storm. We go from one place to the other. But yeah, it's, yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's just nice to see a little bit of other things that we do. Loved it. I've loved every minute of it. Yeah, there are bad days when things break and you don't want them to break, and you know the rain's coming and your baler's broken. You can't get a fitter to come and sort it out for 3 hours, and you know the rain's coming in too. Yeah, there's always panics. There's always bigger crises on the farm. But yeah, I wouldn't change it. Would not change it for the world. It's meant to be a headache. Every day there's something different happens. You get up in the morning and you honestly have all the plans in the world to do certain things, and there's no way in the world you get half of them done because something else happens and you have to do that. Absolutely love it.
You will be disappointed with that. He wanted to have
Graham
one dart.
requires 20.
Graham Usher wins the first game of Champions Night, and it was an absolute ripper. He hit one of them on tops. He missed one on double 12. Which one is it? It's the hit.
Outside opportunity for Andy Hamilton. Van der Velde should be getting a match start again here. He's already had one. Mr. Dart at tops for the match to win 4-1. And the Dart at double 16 gets the job done there for Jurgen van der Velde. He gets over the line with a 4-2.
Did he go for tops, or did he just overshoot the single? Jimmy doesn't care. Jimmy just looks to eat this up to make the semi-finals for the second time. Adam Gablas has been eliminated. Keep us guessing. This time he's trying to leave double 18. He knows best, and he takes the lead. He's 2 darts away
Jeff requires 86.
from a Super Series final. He's 1 dart away. He doesn't need any more darts. Jeff Smith makes the Series 11 final. He's Usher losing his cool a little bit here.
Oh, absolutely. Right now, I'd say the head's gone, and you don't have long to recover. It is very, very short format darts. Vansky's halfway to victory.
He only needs 1 more. Jimmy Vansky is yet again into a Modus Super Series final.
Flashback vibes. Can Jimmy Vansky do the same? Just needs the 1 treble here on the 19s. Finds it. For the ball.
101.
Oh, unlucky. A lot of pressure on it. He kind of split it. 2 darts for double 4 for the match.
Game. Shot. And the Modus Super Series 11 champion, Jeff Smith.
To enter fairy tale year of return with a title, double 4.
Games on!
The Golden Gem!
2024 WADC Women's Windmill Tour Championship champion, Gemma Hayter!
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 WADC Windmill Championship Tour winner, Gemma Hayter!
Is it still a crazy pipe dream when you consider 2 years ago you weren't even throwing darts?
Yeah, it is honestly, it's mental. I say it all the time, but it's just really crazy. It's just everything that I'm doing now, I could never have dreamed of.
Gemma, it's been some year 2025. Could you imagine it could have been any better than 2024?
No. Yeah, I just seem to keep doing different things and obviously bigger achievements, and they just keep coming.
Do you know what's the kind of thing that just keeps clicking with you? How it just keeps going in that one upward trend and upward direction?
I think maybe luck. I think that's a big one. No, obviously I have been very fortunate. I kind of only squeezed into the Ali Pali position because obviously Bo's been so dominant in everything that she plays. So yeah, I think I've been quite lucky to get into Ali Pali.
So let's talk about 2025 then as a season. Obviously, we'll talk about the Ali Pali and obviously that debut at the Women's World Match Play. What was that like playing on the iconic stage at the Winter Gardens?
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was obviously something very new to me and something that I really enjoyed. I was a bit apprehensive at first. I felt a bit like I was going into the unknown. But yeah, when I was up there, I loved it. And luckily, I didn't lose 4-0, even though I did think I would.
Because it is one of those things. I know, obviously, you've played here in the past, but when you play at a stage like the Winter Gardens, it's a completely different beast altogether, right?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, when you play here during the week, there's no crowd. on the Saturday night, if you're lucky to get through to finals, obviously the crowd comes in. But yeah, I don't think there's anything that can prepare you for a full crowd like that.
Is there still a little bit of what could have been against Fallon though?
Yeah, I mean, I do kind of think about the 118 if I leave it and then I hit it, and I kind of think, well, why couldn't I have done that then? But I think overall Fallon deserved to win, so I can't be too hard done by.
In terms of the women's series season, how would you assess that overall?
I've actually, it sounds silly because obviously I finished 5th and did do very well, but I was quite disappointed that I didn't win one. I felt like my play maybe warranted a win, and if you look at even Kiersey, like finished 6th, she won one. The 4 above me won at least one each. So yeah, I was kind of the odd one out in the top 6.
However, you've got to Ali Pali, the World Championship. How nervy was the wait to find out that you were going to be playing there?
I don't know if I was nervous, to be fair. I think I felt the pressure because I think other people mentioned it more than I did. So that obviously was a factor. But I kind of had my own fate in my own hands. I was in front of Kiersey going into that event, and then I ended up putting the nail in the coffin because I had to play her, and luckily I beat her. So that was me it then.
As nervy a game as it was it kind of easier actually having that game against Kiersey because you knew if you won, you were in, as opposed to kind of going through a tournament and looking at somebody else's results to see where you were going to be on the order of merit, and so be it?
Yeah, so yes and no. Sometimes I like it if people do the job for me, so that makes it easier for me. But yeah, I think we both knew what was riding on that game, and the first leg was very nervy, but then we had a good game in the end, and we both played well.
So what's the prep been like, and what's the next couple of weeks going to look like in terms of prep? Looking forward to that event.
So yeah, I don't know, to be fair. I'm just trying to do what I normally do. I have actually upped my practice from 1 session to 2, so I kind of get in from work, have a throw, sit down for a bit, have dinner, chill out, and then I'll have another throw. So that's probably the only thing I've done. And then we've obviously got the women's ADC finals here next week. So yeah, looking forward to that one.
Because I suppose it becomes rather more serious. Obviously, you're a semi-professional player, you work during the week, but I suppose in preparation for something like a World Championship, do you almost have to treat it as a professional job in the lead up to that competition?
I think so. Like we spoke before, and I'm still quite new to this, so I'm not really sure what I should and shouldn't be doing. Like I said, I'm just going to try and prep as much as I can, and if I do get back there, then I'll kind of maybe think what went right and what didn't.
So it's still a crazy pipe dream when you consider 2 years ago you weren't even throwing darts.
Yeah, it is, honestly, it's mental. I say it all the time, but it's just really crazy. It's just everything that I'm doing now, I could never have dreamed of. Obviously, it's something that I wanted to get to, but yeah, I could never think it would go this well.
Because I can imagine it's even like the small things, isn't it? Like picking a walk-on song, the drive up there. I can imagine the small things are probably as mad as actually the idea of going out and playing the game itself,
yeah,
isn't it?
It's funny because when I first registered to play the women's series, it was asking me like all these questions for TV stages, and I didn't fill them out because I didn't think that would happen. And then when I qualified for the match play, I had a message from the PDC, and they were like, "You need to finish your form," because obviously I didn't think they would ever be in that situation.
What are you walking out to?
Robin S, You've Got to Show Me Love. Although Steph, my partner, isn't happy with that, and she's trying to make me change it.
So there could be some politics on the day of the game. I mean, is there a potential draw you've got in mind, or are you just like anything? We'll just play it by ear.
I think anything. I think as long as I don't embarrass myself. Yeah, I think I don't really mind. Obviously, it would be great to play one of the top guys. It'd be great to play maybe somebody that I could sneak a few legs in against and possibly win. But yeah, I've got no expectations. I'm just going to try and enjoy it. I don't know if I'll ever be back there again. So yeah, it's just something to look forward to.
In terms of opportunity, how big is this for yourself?
Yeah, it's huge, massive. Obviously, not just the prize money, but obviously you get the media attention. My Twitter blew up. I got like 600-700 followers in like 4 days. So yeah, everything that comes with it, that's half of the battle, I think, is just being like, wow.
So potentially you and Mr. Humphries could potentially meet in round 1.
Yeah, and then hopefully we'll play in the Bullseye because I beat him at the Bullseye Challenge here. So yeah, it'll be Team Humper reunited.
So let's go back to last year temporarily, because you're about to defend your WADC title that you won. And I remember speaking to you on stage after you won that trophy, and you said that you achieved so much in year 1, but to have that thing that you could lift on the TV, that trophy? You had all your friends, you had your family with you there. Was that the moment where you look back on in 2024 and say that was like the highlight, or one of the highlights anyway?
Yeah, it was really special, and I think it was my dad's words. He literally said to me, he rang me in the morning, and he was like, right, make sure you win your first title. And I didn't think that would be the case, because obviously I played Angela in the first round, and I should have lost. I really should have lost, and I was so lucky to get through that game. But then I think once I got past Angela, I didn't really look back, and yeah, I just managed to go on and win it.
And I can imagine it's a title that obviously it's still a new competition. It's only the 3rd year of it. And as the WADC continues to develop, it must be a pride to be on that, saying that you're one of the first to go and do it.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of pride in that. It's a competition that I think I won my first one in. So the WADC I played in before I played in the VDC. So that's the first one that I won a competition. And I thought, well, maybe I could do this. And yeah, I love the WADC, and I think it's a great tour. And it's only getting better, and I think next year it's 16 women instead of 8. So I mean, that's huge to double the field within 4 years of it going.
So actually, was it a little bit of a full circle moment then, because the WADC being the first one you came back, and then that being the first big title that you won back?
Yeah, it's quite like poetic in a way. So yeah, it was great.
How many times did you watch the final back?
Oh well, it's played so much on Pluto TV, I can't get away from it. But no, it's been a few times, yeah.
Well, we're going to make you watch it again, that final leg against Fallon, because it was, I suppose, from start to finish, the most polished of performances, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think I had two legs against Dieter. I think I did maybe an 11 and then a 14, or a 12 and a 14, and I played really well then. But again, I think there was an aspect of luck, because Fallon missed a lot of doubles as well, and I got away with a few things. But yeah, I was really up for it, and I don't normally give it the big one, but when the double 4 went in, I did give it some.
So this is the last leg against Fallon. Just tell us where you're going from here, because obviously you took command of the game, you went 3-0 up, and I remember for a fact your doubling was absolutely on point.
Just laughing at Steph obviously realised that she was on camera and stopped smiling. Yeah, I think I was just like, right, you've put yourself in this position now, you've just got one more leg. And I just tried to see it out, and I think my first start was going perfectly, so it was just kind of trying to keep that up.
And I suppose against a player like Fallon, you've got to set the tone rather quickly, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. She doesn't let you get away with a lot. And like I said, there was an element of luck here. She was missing her doubles, and luckily I was hitting mine.
So tell the mere mortals then of us that have never been in a position like this before, when you're in that spot where you're a leg away from winning something big, what goes through the head? What goes through the mind?
I think you just got to keep your darts straight and try not to panic. I don't know what I hit here, but obviously that 180, I think that's a big thing as well. If somebody hits a 180 against you in the last leg, you just got to try not to panic. So yeah, that time was a decent reply from me.
Is it sometimes just simplifying what is otherwise a very difficult situation then?
Yeah, because like sometimes your hand starts shaking, obviously your heartbeat starts going faster. So yeah, I think it is all about composure and just trying to keep your nerve really, and obviously you know what you got to do, and you know what you got to play for.
That was a big turn there, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was quite good.
And Fallon's following you visit for visit here as well, so it wasn't as if you had a little bit of breathing space in this leg. This had to go.
Yeah, it didn't go, but
but the pressure was there, wasn't it? It was very much there.
Yeah, obviously that treble 15 didn't help. But yeah, I think I don't normally go for a 9. That's something that I've changed now. I always go 17s when I've got 25 left.
And I suppose with Fallon on 76, you're thinking, right, just give me a shot, please, to win the title.
Yeah, I was hoping that she wouldn't hit a treble 20 with the first start, because I think one aspect of Fallon's game is she's so steady on her doubles, and double 18's her favourite as well. So when she would hit the 220s to leave double 18, I did think it was going to go.
One dart, that's all you needed.
One dart, yeah. Big breath, step up, and yeah, luckily hit the double 4.
And then it just went crazy in this place, didn't it?
Yeah, I didn't realise, obviously at the time I didn't realise the noise, but when I watch it back, it is some noise.
And then when you lift the trophy, just what were kind of the emotions that were going through your mind at that particular moment?
I think it was just disbelief, which seems to be the story of my career so far, is that I don't really believe that I've done it. So, but no, it was obviously a real proud moment for me. I remember looking out and seeing obviously all my family on their feet cheering, etc. So yeah, it was great.
You got the trophy post sorted though quite early. Right?
Yeah. The only thing I need to start is my T-shirt. It triggers me because it's flipped up.
And look, I suppose this weekend for the WADC Championship, that's exactly what you'll be hoping to try and replicate again. But I'm sure that there's one or two players in that, well, all 8 obviously, but in particular a few players because of what you've done against them on the women's series and other circuits that are going to be gunning you down in particular.
Yeah, and I've got a really hard game again for my first one, which is obviously what you expect. But yeah, my good friend Steph the Swan, so she's already started the mind games. So that's something that.
What do you mean by mind games? I take the WhatsApp messages and what have you.
We're in a group chat, so it's me, Steph, and Kim Holden, which are like my really good friends on tour. And yeah, she knows what she does. And I think one time I went back at her before we played in the women's series, and she'd been on me for about half an hour, and I was like, right, ignore her, because if you give it back to her, she likes it, like she feeds off it. And I'd turn around and I was just like, right, well, I'm going to smash you up anyway. And then she completely done me and beat me like 4-1.
Because actually, I mean, obviously we've seen Steffi a few times at the WADC. We've seen her play in Women's Weeks here at the Super Series. And it's felt like over the course of the last 12 months, when you look at the players on the Women's Series, so particularly at the elite side anyway, she looks like the one that's probably improved the most in terms of level. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, I think when I first did my WADC first tournament, she was kind of one player that I thought was like on a similar trajectory to me, because she's got the talent, and I think just with her work and stuff, she just hasn't got the time. But yeah, it will definitely come, but hopefully not when I play her on Saturday.
And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that will be looking at you and Lisa in opposite sections of the draw and saying possibly that could be the final. And look, you and Lisa have been two of the real flag bearers in 2025. Obviously, Lisa winning the World Match Play in July in Blackpool, and you two will be flying the flag at Ali Pali with one another.
Yeah, so yeah, Lisa's always somebody that I've got on very well with, and it's nice that she's done it, because she couldn't get to do it last year because I think it clashed with another event, so she had to pull out. And I did actually encourage her after the match play to come to the last WADC event, but I didn't quite realise that she'd knock me off my top spot if she came.
So actually, you're the reason why this is all happening.
I am the reason, yeah.
Just finally then, let's have a little bit of a look ahead to the future. 2026, I suppose first things first, the obvious question, Q School, yes, no, what's the plan?
Yeah, so I am going to do Q School. I just want to be on the Challenge Tour. I want to be playing the better players more regularly. Obviously, it's something that I do here at Modus, so yeah, I'm fully aware that it's obviously a tough tour, but I do quite well when I play here in the main week. So yeah, I just want to go and I want to experience it and just see what it's all about.
And I suppose for you, it's kind of testing yourself in different arenas. Obviously, you played WADC, Women's Series, now you played at the Super Series, you're going to be playing at the World Championship in December. It's about just trying yourself in as many different arenas as possible and just, I suppose, see where you are.
Yeah, and that's what it's about. Obviously, I'm always looking to improve, and I firmly believe to improve, you have to play the better players. And obviously, they are in the Challenge Tour. Unless you're on the Pro Tour, obviously, the Challenge Tour is where you need to be. So it's just something that I want to do. I want to see how I get on. Obviously, if I enjoy it, I'll keep playing. If I get beat up all the time, then I won't.
And then in terms of further along, I suppose, qualifying for the match play again, maybe going on a bit of a run of the match play, is that going to be another thing on the mind?
I'd like to win a game. So at the minute, it looks like hopefully I'll be higher than I was last year. So that's high up on my agenda, is obviously making sure I'm at the match play and hopefully win a game at the match play.
Bit of a fairy tale, this all, isn't it?
Yeah, I keep saying it is crazy.
Well, Gemma, wish you all the very best out there at the WADC finals and, of course, at Ali Palace.
Thank you.
$54. Charlie McGuire, 164. $44. $32. Charlie required 120.
Well, 120. He's got a fair at least 2 handfuls at this. Just needs to stay
60.
there. That's a good shot. Halves his score, leaves himself on a 2-darter.
$26. Charlie, you
Time on his
require
side
60.
to become back-to-back singles champion.
$40.
Definitely a couple of nerves in those last 2 darts, but he'll be coming back.
The moment he's been in before this situation. Standing at the back of the stage,
Charlie,
approaching the
required
Yoki with a
20.
chance to win the title.
He did this to win the first title, if you remember.
11.
I think he's gone.
Georgia
I think he's
require
gone to
118.
bust it, maybe. The first title he won, he wanted 20. He went 6-7-7 to win it. He had a chance to replicate it again.
Yeah, I get the feeling that was for a bust, and
39.
on that situation there, George Scaife wasn't even
9.
able to take it out going to the 18s on that switch.
Yeah, I think he just panicked a bit, but he's done well to get that big one.
Sometimes can be the hardest part.
Georgia requires
This is it.
79.
It's got to be 19s. It's got to be 19s for this shot. Big 20 and a double. He's got the first one. He's going to get a match dart here.
$59. Charlie,
Threw
you
the entire
require
body into that
8.
one. Just didn't want to let go of the dart.
No score.
He's given George a chance.
Georgia require 20.
I think George has been quite good on double 10 today.
So many opportunities for Charlie Murphy.
Go
Couldn't get the job
it.
done.
Got out the match. And the Red Dragon
George
Modus
Scaife.
Super Series Influencers Champion, George Scaife.
My name is Glenn Durrant and he's my masterclass on the grip. So, many ways I believe that you're actually born with a really good grip. I get frustrated when people say, how do you hold a dart? I want to hold a dart. There's so many different ways and that can affect how the dart can fly in the air. And let's look at Nathan Aspinall first of all. Steve Beaton even, they have that unique way of throwing where they're actually just holding the stem of the dart only. So they'll bring the dart back as normal, but just using this. Then you get many people, and very much like myself, who held every single finger on the dart. I always felt like I had the real comfort of when throwing a dart, with every dart on the angle of the dart. I was in total control of the throw on the point of release. Now, the point comes into it as well these days. Modern technology has changed so much. And on many darts now, they even have the grip, so people are actually holding the grip. And that's when you'll see people understack the dart. And what I mean by understacking is if you hold the point of the dart or very low, you'll see as you throw the dart, it will actually understack, very much like Phil Taylor did. He had that unique way of just a couple of fingers on the dart, did Phil, bringing it back, very similar to that. So it was very important that they got the grip correctly. Again, the standard one, Eric Bristow, very famous, with the finger up in the air there. But I'm a big believer, how you pick up a pen is how you would grip a dart. I think it's really important not to try and grip a dart like Nathan Aspinall, not to pick up a dart like Steve Beaton, that you need to do it. But people get inconsistencies. Many sort of people who come to see me regarding darts, they'll get the inconsistency of the throw because they don't have a good grip. They can walk in like this, or when they throw, they'll move the fingers off at times like that. So again, without the fear of repeating myself, some people are just born with a fantastic grip. So there's no right or wrong. If someone told me that the greatest of all time would be very much with the 2 fingers like Phil Taylor, who understacked the dart, he's absolutely transformed the game. Whereas someone like Luke Littler right now, you know, his game's got that beautiful grip, but his points, enormous. It's as if the dart are just going in, but he has this incredible backswing on the throw, that beautiful release. And when you're gripping a dart, it's very, very important to just feather it. When you're tight and when you're taut and you're gripping onto the dart, that's when that 7'9" and 3/4 throw can feel so much longer. So it's really important just to try and feather the grip of the dart. But gripping is so important. A little bit of trial and error as well. But for my masterclass, don't copy off anybody. So now let's look at the makeup of a dart. Now I was one of the very, very few players who used a pair flight. That's what we call a standard flight, and pretty much 8 out of 10 players, certainly when I was on the scene, would use the standard flight. Technology in darts has just changed absolutely everything, which then takes me on to the stem. I mean, look at the best player in the world right now, Luke Humphries. I mean, his dart is like a javelin. It's very, very long, the stem. Where, some players, they just throw with a barrel only. And I'm not going to harp on too much about the barrel because there's just so much technology out there. Fat barrel, thin barrel, long point, grippy stem. I mean, there's so much out there that even dart manufacturers now are offering a service where you go and trial by throwing the dart, because there's just so much out there on offer. It's really what suits you. The knurl dart is really important now, so you're knowing that you're holding the point of the dart in the same place every time. That's really important. And don't get me started on the points. Like I said, the most talked about player in the world right now, Luke Little, his points are so long. When I first started, all the way back in the history lessons, the points were just, everybody had the same, and you could barely see the dart when it landed in. So the difference with these longer points is where the dart flies in the air, the trajectory of the dart. But also, if you've got a long point, when it lands in the dart, you can still see the treble 20 gleaming. Again, the old-fashioned dart, when you threw in, the barrel was sticking in that treble 20. It was then very, very difficult to get another couple of darts in there. That's why some of the averages from the 80s and 90s, you've got to be admired. And again, the size of the boards, everything sort of changes as you're going on now. So I'm not one for people changing darts. I'm a big believer it's how you throw a dart, and going out and buying a new Phil Taylor dart's not going to make you a better player. But I think these days it's really important to find out what style suits you. What style, remember the bit about the grip? So, if you had the torpedo style, that might really suit the way you grip, or the straight dart, where that might suit yours, the grippy dart. I mean, going back to Terry Jenkins, he had 0 grip on his dart. So there's just so much out there for people, and that will make a difference on how the dart will fly in the air. And what I would recommend you do is, there's so much now on playing online darts, is have a few games with a few different sets of darts. But remember, you can pick up a set of darts, it's a bit like having a bit of sugar. Sometimes it can be a short hit rush. So don't think that, wow, I've suddenly found my darts now. Just get ones that you feel really confident in. But apart from Peter Wright, what I would recommend you do is, if you get a set of darts, keep them and work on your grip. Work on that stem, work on the flight, work on the point, and then stick to the dart. And that is my masterclass on tungsten.